Anniversary Switch? Oh.
Affiliaversary. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Trapped in the Mists, our Curse of Shroud tale that we're telling here on the RPG Storytelling Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook channels. Welcome back, everyone. It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody's faces. I like the glasses, Casey.
Oh, you noticed?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They're
very
very.
nice.
It's because they're so slightly different that I expected
Yeah.
nobody to notice the difference.
It definitely. I was like, oh, those are new glasses. I don't remember what the old ones looked like, but I do know that
They were more of a
were
solid
clear,
blue. They were in the
right?
same
That's what I thought.
shape, but they were a solid blue rather than a translucent blue.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
has
what, I can see much better now.
Oh,
Good
good.
God,
Well,
we
that's a
are
bonus.
we are all blind. I just noticed we all wear glasses.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
great.
we are.
I actually, I'm gonna put myself on blast here. I haven't had my eyes checked in like 5 years.
Go get your
Oof.
eyes checked.
I know,
No.
I need to. It's like real bad. I super need new glasses.
Bro,
Yeah,
like
I felt
America's
that.
Best, it's like $100.
I know,
That's the
I
first
know.
time
I
I
just-
found out I have a bit of an astigmatism.
It's funny, I
Ooh.
work 2 doors down from like a small business like eye shop. Like that's how bad this is. I've worked there for a year and I haven't done it yet.
Go support small business.
And also, if you want cheap glasses, Zenny. No, it's not Zenny. It's Zenny. Like I remember the first time I ordered from them, I got like a pair of glasses and they're like $30.
That's not bad.
And then I just added fancy stuff, and even with the fancy stuff, it was just 80.
I don't know. I have a wide face. I know that comes as a shock to you.
It's
so
on.
some frames
It's on
don't
like.
fit.
So it's on like it's an online shop, but what it does do is you can like virtually try on all the glasses, so it'll put your
Ah.
face and you can see how it fits on it.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. Well, hello everyone out there in viewer land as well. Listen, we're a bunch of friends who happen to stream our D&D game, so
I'll
pipe
wear
down,
glasses.
everyone out there. Pipe down, everyone. We'll get to you in a minute. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's joining us live, who I just yelled at. I secretly do enjoy having you guys here. Don't tell anybody. You guys are the best.
Who are we
You
yelling
guys are. I told the live viewers to pipe down because we're talking about glasses, not D&D.
For sure.
But yeah, thanks to everyone who's joining us live. I really do. I really do appreciate it. As much as I joke, it really does mean a lot that you guys are here watching the stories that we tell. Same to those of you who are watching on the VODs afterward on YouTube. Just because you can't be here when we're here doesn't mean it any different. I enjoy that you go out of your way to come and find the stories, even if you aren't able to poke in and watch them unfold 100% real time.
Mm-hmm.
If you are looking to jump one way or the other, trying to find the VODs after watching it live, or you're all caught up and you want to catch us live on the next stream, your best bet is going to be to go to rpgstorytelling.com. There you'll find the link tree, and you'll be able to jump to just about any platform that we're on. That includes Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Gosh, what else do we have? Discord, Patreon, if you want to come look at some behind-the-scenes content.
And as of yesterday/today, Reddit.
Oh yeah, and Reddit. We're getting guys, come join our subreddits.
Even though you can stream on Reddit.
Can we stream on Reddit?
I don't know. I'll have
I
to
don't
look.
Oh, I thought that you meant. Sorry. I was like,
Oh,
no,
no.
no. No, just one of our socials.
That's fun. No, I'm a big fan of the subreddit. Yeah, but come join our Discord server. It's fun. We're all there. I think.
And we have a whole new onboarding process that walks you through what your interests are, why you're there, and even allows you to choose your gender expression and how you would like to be addressed. So it's very personalized to you.
We love personalization. Big fan. Big fan.
And for all of our current members, you can redo your onboarding process to take advantage of all those benefits.
Oh, perfect. Nice. Cool. All right. Anything else that you wanted to touch on, Sarah?
Let's see. So brand new Reddit, which is r/RPG storytelling. Let's see, got all the socials, still got all the merch, and always working on new stuff. Speaking of new merch, tomorrow, we will be opening pre-orders for the Archivist's Codex, From Idea to Living Worlds, a 300-plus page guide that walks you through the process. Not just, here's questions, answer them. Not that. It's fully in-depth, fully explanatory. It's a world-building guide that literally helps you build a campaign setting or a fictional world, whether it's for games or for writing or for movies or TV or whatever else. So our pre-orders open for that tomorrow.
That's so cool. That's awesome. Because I know we've been talking about it, and to be able to see it like walk through its evolution, that's awesome. To actually, for it to be coming to market here in very short.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, one thing that was really fun in the actual writing of this guide was developing a specific voice profile. So it's not necessarily written by me, who actually did the writing, but I made it so that it looks like it's written by a character that I've called Archivist Kareth Valmir, who's extracted from the worlds of Myths of Gaia.
Oh, that's
fun. So
fun.
the guide's not specifically for Myths of Gaia. It's for any world. It just uses Myths of Gaia as the example.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I will absolutely be taking advantage of this.
Yep.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Awesome. Well, without further ado, I think on that high note, let's bring the atmosphere back down into the dreary depths of Barovia and succumb once again to the mists and let them spirit us away to the land with no sun and whose skies are always overcast with the thick clouds of the mists. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as has each before it. The people here are born, they live, and they die, and some even find themselves unlucky enough to live through another turning of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures that inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber, and capture souls from beyond their borders to entertain and torture the denizens here. And this is where our story continues. In a cruel twist of fate, I will be doing the story tonight, and I believe we pick up with... Gosh, we started as you guys just entered the... Or no, we started halfway through because you guys had been...
Top of round 3 of combat.
Oh boy, halfway through the combat, it became clear that while there might have been 12 sarcophagi here, there are far more than 12 blood elementals that will be rising in defense of this place, as I believe it was Riss and or Ned who investigated a tome toward the front of the inner sanctum.
That was Riss.
Oh yes, that's right. Riss
It's
investigated
a book,
this.
Of course it was Riss.
This, yes, very true, very true.
I am nothing if not playing into the stereotypes.
This book detailed the death, interment, and I guess use of the fallen soldiers to create these blood elemental guardians. And there were dozens on dozens of vein wardens who were interred here. It became, and shouting that out to the rest of the group, it became very clear that, oh boy, this is a losing battle. We're not sure what's happening here. The blood level continued to rise all across the floor, simultaneously making it more difficult for the party to move, while also enhancing the blood elemental's ability to zip, zap, and zoop around. Eventually, feeling the turn of the tide, Ned and most of the party retreated back to the stairway that led into this place and threw up a wall of force, which barriered everything from coming through. However, Gawain, I think, was able to teleport, or no, somebody was able to vortex warp him.
It was both.
It was a little bit of, yes. There was teleportation involved, and everybody made it out, with the exception of Riss's Shield Guardian. Riss's Shield Guardian was rendered inert and destroyed as he attempted to batter down the portcullis that guarded the interior of the inner sanctum, which is where the journal detailed these notes and this ritual would be. The party exited and planned with Leo Delisnia, as well as talking amongst themselves for what they were going to do next, where they were going to go next, and how they were going to handle things, because they really don't want to walk away without this ritual to sort of lock Strahd out of areas. Perhaps vampires in general, but Strahd specifically. But at the same time, it's a bad time in there, they discovered. So putting their heads together and trying to figure things out. I believe we come off of a short rest. And the party is oh, that's right. You guys talked to Ludmilla as well and got her to share her teleportation rosary in the shared bag of holding, so that you guys can teleport and move around as needed.
It's not a bag of holding. It's like a shared, it's like a connected bag.
That's true. Okay. Well, the linked bag, yes.
Yeah, linked bag.
So, having had that conversation with her via coded message, there's a plan to jump around. I think some people want to go and talk to the druids. Some people want to go and do some more research into the cure for vampirism.
Taking Leo with them.
Some people want to, perhaps even before all of that, zip in and grab the tome. There's plans about, and we shall see where they go. And that brings us to our current spot. As the camera zooms back in, the group is, I think, still sitting outside the mausoleum.
Yes.
Of the Blood Knights, with Leo with his hodgepodge of armor and objects and weapons, sits down and taking in everything you guys were saying. The scene is yours. What's the play?
Oh, and I'm assuming Ivor just popped up randomly.
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Ivor reappears with the group. Ivor, you disappeared mid-fight down in the depths with these blood elementals, and now you reappear outdoors in front of the mausoleum with the rest of the group.
I'm assuming I'm just holding my rifle. What did I miss?
A shit ton, my friend.
Um,
I'm just gonna ask you up straight up. Why do we need that spell?
Oh,
for
that
me?
one?
I'm not talking to Gawain.
Okay.
In case floor happens. That way you don't, whoever goes can get the fuck out.
What do you mean floor happens?
So
He's talking about the blood.
Yes.
But you just fly over the blood.
I'm saying, but what happens if somehow fly drops? I don't know how, but
Then I'll vortex warp them out. That's the point of me doing tremor sense, because I could see them even if they're behind a wall.
Okay, that's fair.
True.
It's an expensive spell slot, that's why.
Gotcha.
And I'm already fairly
Freedom
low on
Movement
them.
is a 4th level spell.
I don't think the benefits of that spell dictate the cost in general, but that's a whole different
Did
conversation.
we decide who's going in?
No, we didn't. So I would say Ivor's the best bet because he's good at thieves' tools.
My only concern is that, again, if the invisibility drops for some reason, I'm concerned that Ivor might get surrounded and...
Yes, and I have the ability to vortex warp him.
Wait, sorry. I think I might be misunderstanding the original plan.
Okay.
We're
going to cast Fly and Invisibility on one of us. I'll vortex them into the area where they need to be. which is like in that center spot. They will open the chest, get whatever they need to get, and I'll vortex warp them out, regardless of whether or not they succeed.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works for me.
So
Hmm.
we don't know if those chests are locked, but they probably are. So clearly myself and Riss aren't the best options for going in. So it has to be one of you three. I think we suggested Yana initially, but she had an argument about it that like she might not be the best, and I forget why.
Bad
Not
stealth.
s- bad
And she
stealth.
has disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
Hmm.
Which we may not even need that much. We just need someone who can open these chests if they're locked.
Yeah, if I'm invisible, stealth doesn't matter.
But as soon as you
Ivor-
open the chest, I think your invisibility breaks.
No.
It's only
No.
attacks and spells. I asked.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't think being visible has anything to do with it. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of trigger that when we go down the stairs. So either way, we just have to be fast with it.
Yeah. All I
Are we
know is that-
vortexing people in?
All I know
I'm
is
vortex.
that
I'm gonna tremor sense and vortex them in, so because we have not opened. So remember, the
Right.
door to that isn't open. I don't think we have enough time to figure out how to open it. So we're just gonna skip that whole bullshit, and I'll.
Yeah, we're
teleport
gonna
the people to
vortex
the
warp
second
in and
and
vortex warp.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which actually would be help if Ivor vortex. Oh no, he can't because he can't see. So it does have to be me.
All I know is that
Oh.
for Riss and I, going in there was a little uncomfortable.
Hmm.
All right.
I mean, did we know if did we ever figure out if the chests themselves were locked?
We don't know because tremor
Worse.
sense can tell me that, and they're made
Yeah.
of wood, so I can't also tell what's inside them apparently. So And
So
the only
I
reason we know it's in there is because your book that you got says so.
Right. I was like, well, Risk could potentially do it. And we just pick up like a spell scroll of like a 2 spell scrolls of knock in case the chests are locked.
Do we have 2 spell swords of knock?
Well, I mean, we're going back to the lackey.
I
Just
thought we were going
check.
to do it. We're already here. I thought we were going to do it over here.
No, because the thing is drowning in blood. It's like full. The room was filling.
I thought Steven said it already receded.
Mhm.
Yes. So, glancing back in, if you guys were to, over the short rest, do a little bit of investigation, the blood did not. Blood seems to have receded
Okay.
after you guys left.
Sorry, I thought it was going to take a whole day, so we thought we would come back in the morning. But if it's done now, then sure, we
No.
can just do it
Mhm.
now.
Which
But also,
leaves a
we're, like,
question
A
for
half
Wayne
an
and
hour from
Ivor.
Valaki, so it's really
Okay, so this is the conundrum I'm facing, or that I'm thinking about. Ivor's obviously better with his thieves' tools. Actually, I guess you could, if we time it right, you could cast guidance on yourself. They cast fly, invisibility. You fly in, then you have the guidance to unlock something. And then I could throw you a bardic inspiration in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, because guidance lasts a minute, so he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything else that would help? It'd be very funny to give you the potion of diminution right now, but nah. Tiny Ivor would be funny.
All right, make a choice, please, and let's move forward.
Ivor, you ready to go?
Good as time as any.
Okay. And I also want to approach this carefully. So we don't know at what point the blood part was triggered. So I want to get on the edge of my 60 feet of tremor sense as much as we can, and I want to see if that activates it. Like, if there's a part on the stairs where my 60 feet still reaches and I don't have to do shit. Let's see. Oh, that's the measuring tool. Yeah, I pretty much have to be where Riss is physically. Because if I'm where Riss is, I can get them right there where the chests are.
Yes, that's the furthest back you can. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the plan would be we're here. I'll cast Fly, you cast Invisibility. I'll Vortex Warp them in here. They do their thing, I Vortex Warp them back out.
Yep.
And even if it activates, it doesn't matter because it took us quite a bit of time for the things to come out. So if you can do this in like a round, which is 6 seconds, it should not be an issue. Now, a few things. Because I have no level 2 spell slots left, I have 2 level 3s and a level 4. I'd rather use my level 3s to cast Vortex Warp, so they'll be gone, meaning that I will automatically be casting Fly as a frontal spell. Who wants to fly for no reason?
Me.
Fuck it.
Okay.
It'll help with the back pain.
Okay, so here's the order of operations. Ivor is going to get a Bardic Inspiration from Gawain. Ivor will cast Guidance on himself. I'll cast Fly. Riz will cast Invisibility. I'll Vortex Warp you in. You're going to do your, you're going to open the chest. If you need to do Thieves' Tool, you'll do that. If you need to do it again, your second time, because I don't know which chest it's in, there's 2 of them in there. Your second one is going to be flat, because you're not going to have the, Guidance or Bardic Inspiration for that one, unless the Bardic Inspiration isn't used, because you might pass. And then after that, I will Vortex Warp you out.
Got it. Let's see. I
Steven?
gotta remember.
All right, let me write this down. Fly, Invisibility, Guidance.
No, Bardic Inspiration, Guidance, Fly, Invisibility, Vortex Warp. He's gonna open one of the chests, and then open the other one, and then I'll Vortex Warp him out because I have Tremor Sense to be able to see him.
Okay. Who's casting Fly?
I am. I'm casting it at 4th level because I'd rather use my level 3s. So Gawain will also have Fly for 10 minutes.
And then who's casting Invisibility?
That would be me. And I'm just using a second level slot. My last second level slot.
Why did I think Invisibility was 3rd?
Guidance
I don't know.
Maybe I'm thinking of Greater Invisibility?
Greater Invisibility is 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've been 1 off for both of them.
I mean, you can hit 2 people with 3rd level Invisibility.
Got it.
It does feel weird that it's second. Like, that feels low to me. Like, as I'm thinking about it, too. Okay, so. First round, we got some you guys do this in the correct combination to avoid breaking anything.
Yeah, so Guidance, he has Guidance on Bardic.
Yes.
Then I will
That's a Bardic
Vortex Warp
Guardians.
him to the spot that I designated before, so he should be over here now.
We do Guidance last, because Guidance only lasts a minute.
Well,
Guidance
we need
will
to
break
do
invisibility.
we need to do Guidance before Invisibility, but it doesn't matter because if we do it all in the same round,
Exactly.
it doesn't make a difference.
So that we got Fly, Invisibility, Guidance, Bardic Inspiration, then Vortex Warp, and then Vortex Warp. Okay, so both of those from Ned. All right, as you guys approach and begin descending the stairs.
Right. Before we do that, if we all stop where my token is and no one goes beyond that, does the blood start appearing? Because that was what I was trying to call out. Like I wanted to be at the very edge, so that everyone is either where I am or behind me.
Correct. The closest 4 sarcophagi, which you can see with this. I know we stretched it a little bit last time, but that was on me because I didn't realize how big the map was. The closest sarcophagi do begin to pool with blood as they did before.
All right, as I Vortex Warp him, it's like, be quick. And now he should be here.
All right. So
I'll just be like, I'll do my bit.
bang. There we go.
Wayne, what's your Bardic?
D6.
D6. That's a.
And that's only if you fail.
Okay.
Can you flash a genius on yourself?
Yes, you can.
Okay, we should be good.
Which chest are you doing first?
It doesn't really matter because we don't know which one has it.
I'll just do the one on the left, I guess, as I'm entering.
They're both on the. Oh, I guess your left, which is the bottom one.
DM. Sorry, for my bardic, could I have just instead of playing a song like I normally do, I wanted to grab 2 extra of my lockpick sets that I have, put them in his back pocket without him knowing, or without really saying much. I'm just gonna say, "You got it, buddy."
Mind you, you're flying throughout this, Gawain.
Whee!
You got this. There's definitely you give him a smack on the butt, and you don't realize the equal and opposite forces, and you start to pinwheel because you're 0 gravity. But yeah, go ahead, give me both of these. This is locked. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check. Now,
does he have proficiency in Thieves' Tool and Sleight of Hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
then
he
you have
rolls
advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
And the guidance.
Yes. Love that.
I do like that rule. It's a very fun rule.
I did not know that. Is that a new one?
It's that's part of 2024. They wanted to
Okay.
make tools more relevant.
Yeah.
So now when you use a tool and you already have proficiency to the thing that you're doing,
So give me Thieves' Tools, or give me a Sleight of Hand at advantage, and we'll figure out what we do from there.
22 total.
22 total. That's gonna do it. Click, click, click. You have fly cast on you, so you are not touching the ground. I assume.
New.
swear to fucking God if you are.
I'm not wasting the spell.
Ivor touches down and fucking
Just for no
elicit
reason.
blood amount. Yeah, just does it, and Ned just walks away. Just leaves him in there. No vortex.
I'm
war.
gonna leave you to your fate at this point.
Drops concentration. Fuck him.
Wrist, drop it. He's good. He's gone. Open it up. Give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
The blood is beginning to pool around the edges where it's pouring out of the broken and open sarcophagi. It is still sticky and wet with blood here, where it rose several inches to several feet.
What's 17 plus 9? Help, math.
Yeah, that's 26. We'll do
26.
Okay.
it. Rummage around writings, but nothing here.
All right. I fly over to the other chest.
Give me
Unlock
another Thieves' Tools check, sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay. Well, okay. Good first roll. Better second, nat 20.
Nat 20. Ting, ting, ting. Easy enough. The chest opens up just as emerging from this larger sarcophagus in the back is a blood elemental. How far away are you from this thing? That's 5 feet. You are within 60 feet. However, you are invisible and you are not touching the ground. It does not seem to register you as it begins to move and glide around. On a natural 20, we will give you the investigation for free as a bonus. You open it up. There are some more writings, but down in the bottom is a little journal, like soft leather cover wrapped in a tube with like cord around it. You're gonna have to like untie it and then lay it out, and then it's a book. It's really like one of those old loose leaf leather books.
He doesn't need to open it right now. He needs to fucking
Nope.
grab it.
I know. I'm just setting the scene, which you grab. You have it.
As soon as I see him grab it, which he would actually have to touch a wall for me to do that.
But I
would've
assume
been-
you would have said that.
I would have instructed you to touch a wall when you have it.
Okay. I will fly over to the nearest wall and just give it a quick tap.
And I will vortex work you right out, and I'll be like, let's pork it. And then we can all run.
Let's skedaddle.
And you guys yoink right back out of there. Well done. Realizing a stealth mission is the way to go. You guys wasted no time. Very, very impressive. at the cost of but a few spell slots.
These are some high-ass level spell slots, my friend.
Well, it avoided like hundreds of hit points of
Oh yeah,
enemies.
no, that's true. Yeah.
So I feel it definitely was an interesting puzzle to solve, but you guys addressed it. Once you realized, like, oh, I know what we need to do, it was very much attainable, which I am glad to see. So, yes, this handwritten tome is here before. Okay, is here before you.
No, wait,
Don't-
hold on. I'm gonna go up to Ivor and say, "Great job." I'm gonna take it and just like slam it into Chris's chest. Do your stuff.
Like, Ritz is already reaching out, is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Thanks.
Ivor was already like handing it to Riss.
Ivor, I only did that because you weren't handing it in aggressively enough. You gotta fix that.
Should we take a look at it?
Ritz is already on the ground looking through it.
Way ahead of you.
I will give Riss I'll just start plucking a little tune on my lute and give you a bardic inspiration.
And I'll give you a guidance.
There's far too
And,
many pictures in there, but it definitely need more words.
Riz like scrunches their nose and it's like, arcane sigils are not pictures.
Give me an either investigation or arcana, which means arcana.
Which you know I'm gonna choose arcana.
If that's the case, I'm gonna give the help action.
I would like to do that as well.
Never mind. They'll give the help back. You only get advantage once, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Extra advantage.
But you also have knowledge from past life if you don't do well.
And guidance, and we have Flash of Genius if also you need it. And you have the
Yeah,
Bardic.
if all else fails, you got a flash of genius in
Can
the back.
I'm gonna save the bardic
Well,
because I've rolled the guidance and the like my regular die, and I'm already up to 31.
Nice.
fail. You need a Flash
Yes.
of Genius.
That's good
Just
enough.
barely squeaked by.
So I've got this for another hour.
You roll it out flat, and the light catches the cover just right.
Plus 13 is yeah.
The light catches the cover just right, and there is you almost don't catch it.
FYI, sorry, just in case. I still have my 8 hours of not being able to be detected. Because of
okay.
the yeah, just in case.
All right, let me do this real quick.
Of non-detection, that's the spell I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then this. And then we'll do this. One moment. Martyrs. It's the last one. Okay. You know, I'm tempted to get Nitro because then I can send longer messages. Which means I can then delete. Cool, I already did. Excellent. So I can just share this with you guys. Perfect. You almost don't catch it. But between Yana and your eyes, the cover, something about the way that the light of the surrounding ambient light hits the cover prompts one of you to like sort of give it a feel and a once over with like your palm and your fingertips, and you feel something embossed ever so slightly into the leather. It has to be an arcane sigil of some kind.
Can I make like, I believe it's an investigation check to see through illusions, right?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
May I do one as well?
Of course.
Just for giggles?
Gawain is currently still doing loops on the fly.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah, I
Nice.
imagine Ivor and Gawain are just flying around, just having a grand time.
Gianna's
mean,
is going to be higher than mine because she has a higher investigation than mine, but that's a 29 total.
While you guys are doing loops, I was thinking,
31.
would it be funny or dangerous for me to drop concentration on this right now?
And
Yes.
Caesar catches Gawain and not Ivor.
Gawain squishes Caesar.
Both of your investigations do not reveal anything more. This is not a magical illusion. It is a very well obfuscated bit of arcana.
Not dispellable?
Can I
I did not say that.
Can I? First off, I'm gonna look over at Ivor and say, "Go ahead and cast detect magic."
Very well.
Can I, you said it's raised, there's ridges in the book.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody. Yeah, you can feel the rune or this whatever this is.
Can
even if you
I?
can't see it.
This is gonna be real weird. Can I, blood bends? Oh, that's a good idea. And fill the sigil and then lift it so that I can see what the sigil is.
Yes. This is gonna be. It's so faint. You're running a knife's edge between getting it just in the depression and lose it and covering the whole thing. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Guidance.
Ivor, you can give the help action
I will
'Cause
do
you-
just that.
because you do have sleight of hand.
I will appreciate that.
And you still have that bardic if you need it.
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
still have the
Was
bardic.
there
Oh, that's
some-
another nat 1. Dear Lord.
Gawain, what was it that you wanted to do?
Gawain was just going to seeing this tome that obviously looks like it's pretty old and beat up and has seen some shit. And just thinks to himself that is Yana's entire criteria for selecting stuff, for grim psychometry. So he just
I was-
figures.
Just about to say, that's a 23 on history for grim psychometry.
Nice. We'll get to that in a moment.
I've got an 18. Wait, no, sorry. A 21
21
on-
will do it.
sleight of hand. Sorry, I forgot to add my modifier.
It's the basic elements you understand. Every wizard has their own signature of how they do things, how they handle things. Every spellcaster does things slightly differently. This is some sort of glyph of power or protection, or it's not entirely clear what it does. It's just alien to you, just enough that you can't nail it down. But it has swirls almost like blood trails baked into the structure of this. Ivor, were you casting detect magic?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop it. I
Okay.
I marked it off.
Perfect.
I don't want to
detect
sit here for
magic,
10 minutes.
detect magic, abjuration.
Which makes sense if it's a protection spell.
Oh, also, could I have hit wrist with a flash of genius to better understand it, or was that
That's only on a fail.
okay?
Yeah, a lot of stuff you don't need to use unless they fail anymore, which is really nice, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so abjuration, swirling. It
What
has
does Yana get from her? Sorry,
Grim psychometry. That's
Yeah.
what's next. That's right.
And then I'll cast identify.
Yana, as you're investigating and sort of lay your hand on this as Riss is swirling and bringing some of these some blood down here to get a better idea of what this glyph is. Your vision sort of darkens and your eyes cloud over as your vision is transported to another place in another time. There's frantic writing, and you catch yourself in a panic where you do not know why. Frantic writing, and you look down and things like, it's very disorienting, and you find yourself first person, viewing this from a first person point of view as you are scribbling in this book, and sort of you draw a blade across your forearm and take some blood and seal the page edge down into the binding as it sort of alights with arcane flame and almost melts itself into this book and becomes one and a new part of it. There's something about this. This isn't just a piece of leather. There's something about this that is that is powerful in and of itself, let alone whatever these people are writing down in a panic and sealing away in here to protect it from anything and everything in this valley. You also see, your vision flashes, and you see yourself again, first person, meeting with a familiar figure. You don't remember their name, but it was one of the Order of the Guardian monks that you saw in the Tomb of Strahd. That's right. How are they connected? Perhaps they used a variant of a ritual to forbid Strahd from entering, and while theirs was slightly different from what this has been described to be, perhaps there's something related. It is handed down from them. There's a relationship here between those monks and this place, these knights. And you're back. Your heart is racing and pounding. You find yourself catching your breath and sweating a little bit as your fight or flight response slowly calms and settles.
The first thing I'll do is I'll actually grab my forearm where it was sliced in the vision, and kind of look at it and realize that there's nothing there, but still feel the sensation of it.
Very much so.
And then I'll start to think there's something about this book that isn't natural. I feel like not just the contents of it, but even just the cover itself, there's something alive about it.
Could potentially, where's the thing? Would it potentially be a good idea for me to try to divine its aura?
It might not be a bad idea.
Figure out if it's shit, where is it? There is divine sense. You can open your awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead. Oh, that's it. Okay. I thought it was more for some reason.
It used to be.
Okay.
It was the whole list. Or at least Fae and Fiends, I think, Fae were on there, I know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'll use a channel divinity and open my senses up to the like balance of good and evil in the world.
You instinctively start as you open this up and like, oh, okay. As Leo Delisnia registers in your immediate vicinity, you get an echo of, or like you can almost like a trace of scent on the wind of Riss and Yana. But other than that, it's clean.
Oh, also, was it? Wait. Oh, anything that was consecrated or desecrated?
Hmm.
I'm assuming that built or the mausoleum is probably hallowed in
It
some variety.
it feels, you felt consecrated ground before.
Hmm.
It's like it's a different color, if that makes sense. It's consecrated, kind of adjacent.
Okay.
There's something about this that is it's like a cousin.
Mm. Okay.
Perhaps not divine, but functioning in much the same way.
Okay. Hmm. I'm not getting anything coming off the book as anything celestial, fiend, or undead, so that's at least a little bit of good news.
Riss is still casting
Real quick
Identify.
before Identify goes off, just to be clear, when Ivor cast Detect Magic, did he detect anything from Leo?
Let me double check. I don't believe so.
Yeah, let me reread it.
Are you trying to say that that ass is magic?
No, I want to make sure it's Leo.
Valid concern.
What a great trick to pull that would be. Whoever would do something like that. Leo does not register in any unexpected way. There are some magic items on him that you guys gave him, and that is the only thing that registers as magical about him.
Understood. Thank you.
You were casting Identify on the book? Question mark?
Mhm.
Okay. So, or are you casting it on the glyph?
There's a difference?
Well, the glyph is not. If the glyph seems to be its own thing, it's an arcane sigil of some kind.
Does the
Time, just do
book
both.
being as magical?
Oh yeah, the book would as well with the detect magic. Yes.
Mhm.
No spell school, as not every item has a discrete spell school.
okay.
I should say.
Let's start with the sigil.
Sigil is a close enough relative to Glyph of Warding that it would function in much the same way. It just didn't happen to go off when it got moved.
Identify doesn't tell me what. Does it tell me what will set it off? What was chosen when the spell was cast?
You suspect it's probably opening. That's the most reasonable.
But we did open it.
I'm
thought we did.
saying before you opened it and started paging through it, you caught this and you're going through all of the bits.
Okay. So I
Because I haven't
do.
gone into any of the details of what it has.
Let's. Hey Ned. Do you have dispel magic?
Yes,
Can you cast it?
that I can.
Can I tell what level Glyph of Warding was cast at? I'm asking for a lot. I'm so sorry.
It identifies.
You're not
Identify-
asking enough. get everything.
Identify normally does spell like what spell is affecting an item or a creature as well. So theoretically, it would tell you what is in the glyph of warding.
No, I need to know what level it was cast at.
That is specifically a creature. What spells are currently affecting it?
Oh, I thought it was
So,
an object too.
Perhaps. I didn't look at the legacy.
The legacy definitely does objects. Well, because you can identify magic items.
You can identify a magic item, but if there's a spell on a magic item, I don't know that you would get it with identify. Because it's a creature, you know the spells, but not an object.
But I'm casting it on a glyph, right? So I can...
Yeah. Casting it on the glyph would give you it's just a 3rd level spell.
Okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't upcast.
Which is also a valid concern.
So,
I mean, it doesn't matter. I have to use the 4th level spell to cast it anyway.
Okay.
I got this. Yeah, I can contribute. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Don't forget guidance.
I don't need to. It'll automatically go off.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. 3rd level spell.
Yes. 3rd level spell. The sigil fades, and as you run your hand over the leather again, you can no longer feel that ever so slight embossing.
Okay.
It is.
I made it less shiny.
Once that is complete, I will cast Identify on the book.
On the book. It is an uncommon arcane grimoire.
Ooh.
So while you're holding this leather-bound book, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells. Requires attunement by a wizard. You gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throws. Determined by the book's rarity. Uncommon is +1.
Nice. Spell attack rolls and save DC as well, or just save spell attack rolls?
Both of them.
Awesome.
It also will function as an enduring spell book.
Ooh.
Rolled
That
into
is
one.
important. I do not have one of those currently.
Which, as an enduring spellbook, anything written on its pages can't be damaged by fire or immersion in water, and it doesn't deteriorate with age. Just standard, it's not gonna fall apart.
Is this the one from Tasha's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it says, in addition, when you use Arcane Recovery feature, you can increase
yes.
the number of spell slot levels you regain by 1.
I forgot about that. I hadn't gotten to it. You were correct. And I had forgotten about it, and I had forgotten to read it. Good catch. Yes.
I will have a decision to make later, but that's not a now thing. Okay.
So, according to Jeremy Crawford, Identify does cover all of that.
Spell description, magic items created by the spell, D&D's leaker clarified that. Because spell description states you learn its properties, ongoing effects, spells are created, exact name and level are revealed. Okay, that makes sense. Name. The level, knowing the spell inherently reveals its level. It's for casting spells. I mean, that makes sense as well. If you are casting it and getting a specific spell, you get all of the parts of it, with the notable exception of curses.
Yep.
Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense.
Yep.
Which
That's
means
from,
this could very well be cursed.
Yep, that's from the Master of D&D Knowledge, Jeremy Crawford.
All right, now that we have discovered that there's nothing truly sinister about this book, I would like to actually crack it open and read it.
Crack it open and read it. I have a whole Google Doc for you guys. I will run through it.
Just make sure you
really
say the
quick.
3 words first.
Do I get the Google Doc?
Yeah, I'll link it to you guys. But let me run through it real quick.
Parada.
Yeah, there we go. There are several entries. There's a handful, 7 to be exact, as you page through it. The first one is titled On Blood Consumption and Control. It reads, not all newly turned members understand the difference between feeding and losing control, because hunger is not the problem, panic is. Those who attempt to resist entirely tend to fail quickly and violently, while those who indulge without structure become unreliable within days. The current method remains effective. Feed deliberately, feed sparingly, and never feed in response to injury. Scrawled in the margin in a different color ink, in a different handwriting. You will feed when it matters most. Plan for that. Next entry, on movement within Ravenloft. Do not assume that moving through the castle is a matter of distance. Travel between 2 points may change depending on the time of day, whether you are being pursued, whether something is aware of you. Stairwells are, in fact, the least reliable method of movement. Corridors are more stable, but only when traveled with purpose. If you become disoriented, stop moving. Continuing without direction makes correction more difficult. Scrawled in the margin in that same hand, in that same color, stopping only helps if nothing is already following you. Next entry, on servants of the Count. Not all of the Count's servants are compelled in the same way. Some follow orders directly, others act according to habit, territory, or memory of previous instructions. This matters, because creatures bound by routine can be predicted, while creatures acting on direct command cannot. If something breaks its pattern without explanation, assume it is being watched through. And new color ink, same hand. Assume everything here is being watched. It's safer. Then you turn to an entry labeled the Ritual of Interdiction. And I should actually type that in here because I forgot to put that in. Ritual of Interdiction.
Is that a Blood Hunter thing?
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even look. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. You might be thinking of the Brand of Castigation.
Maybe.
So this starts off with the preamble, sort of describing the ritual. The Order of the Guardians created this ritual to protect a village surrounded by hostile land, which tracks with what Yana saw in her grim psychometry. It was not originally meant to be used in a place like Castle Ravenloft. In its original form, the ritual was used to prevent undead and other hostile forces from entering or moving freely through a single protected settlement. The method was simple. Establish multiple coordinated anchor points across the area and maintain them all at the same time. When done correctly, movement through the protected space becomes restricted and predictable instead of chaotic and uncontrolled. It worked because villages are small enough that the entire area can be covered and maintained at once. The Vein Wardens of the Sanguine Sword recovered the Order's records and adapted the ritual for use inside Castle Ravenloft. The structure of the ritual has not been changed, only the application. Castle Ravenloft is not a single area. It is a layered structure made up of multiple levels that function almost independently from one another. Movement between these levels is what allows threats inside the castle to avoid being contained. They can retreat, recover, and reappear elsewhere without being forced into a single confrontation. And that behavior is what this adaptation is meant to prevent. Each level of the castle is treated as its own complete instance of the ritual. Once a level is sealed, movement out of that level is restricted in the same way that the original ritual restricted movement into a village. This allows combat to remain focused instead of spreading across the entire structure. And then the Vein Wardens also include, of special note, when a level is fully sealed, it does not become empty, it becomes closed. Anything still inside remains inside until the seal is lifted or broken from within. For this reason, timing and coordination matter. Once the ritual is started on a level, it should be completed without interruption. And then scrolled in the margin in that same hand, this isn't protection, stop calling it that. I already... Okay, I already dealt with that. Let me delete this. And then let me move this up. And then we will reformat. Afterward, there are several other entries on sealed levels. Time does not behave normally once a level has been sealed. We have observed shortened periods, we have observed shortened perceptions of time during conflict, extended pauses between movement, and difficulty recalling exact sequences. Confirm positions visually whenever possible. Do not rely on memory. Scrawled on the margin, if you can't remember, assume it mattered. On direct confrontation with the Count. The Count does not retreat out of fear, he disengages to reset conditions. If he withdraws, assume that A, he has learned something, B, he intends to return differently, and or C, the environment will favor him more next time. Do not assume that your advantage is permanent. And scrawled on the margin, if you think you're winning, you're really just being positioned. Final entry, on the castle's awareness. Repeated operations suggest that the castle is not entirely passive. It responds to repetition, disruption, and containment. We cannot confirm intent, but we also cannot any longer assume neutrality. And that final hand, that was a relatively small entry, and just repeated over and over below it on the rest of the open page in a chaotic handwriting, large, small, almost like somebody took the writing implement in a fist and scratched it like a kindergartner. It's not the castle. It's not the castle. It's not the castle. Over and over and over again. However, the ritual of interdiction seems to be the thing that you are most interested in.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like what we're looking for exactly.
What were you looking for?
So,
A way to paralyze Strahd, I think, is exactly what Van
I
Arken was
thought
looking
we
for.
were looking for something that would prevent Strahd from entering the place, but this seems a lot more complex than that.
It is complex, but basically what these guys are saying is they were able to ward elements of Castle Ravenloft to prevent creatures from moving in or out of them. Or at least that's the theory. I don't know if it's unclear if this has been experimented or if it's just theory. And here is that Google Doc. I will pin it.
By the way, does the first thing seem to apply to vampires? Not all newly turned members understand the difference between feeding and losing control.
Yes, that would be that's the assumption.
This would probably be useful information for Leo.
Does this... These notes on moving within Ravenloft, does Yana have... Can Yana, like, confirm these, like, thoughts about the weird distances?
Yana, give me we'll call it a wisdom check.
Guidance.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Double check again. I'll give my last bardic to Yana as well. I didn't see the results yet.
Okay. So with the guidance, that is in 18.
18. Go ahead and roll your guidance, or excuse me, your inspiration.
Still
D6. Yeah, it will forever be a D6 because I don't think I'm ever taking any more bard levels.
So that takes it up to 21.
21. Yes. The castle, the longer you were there, the more it seemed to become alive slowly. There were not only just traps, but also it stretched and bent and shaped. It's you had assumed it was like you were high or some sort of alteration of your perception, but reading this and hearing this from the Knights of the Vein Wardens, perhaps it wasn't you, perhaps it was the castle, perhaps that was real and not just a fever dream.
The description kind of makes me remember parts of my experiences while I was trapped at the castle for so long. It was like certain areas, certain hallways and rooms and staircases, they just... Have you ever had it where you've been hit on the head or taken some kind of substance and things just kind of got a little trippy, kind of bended and warped out of position like they should have? It's kind of what the way it was like, where things stretched and turned and weren't as straight and narrow as they were supposed to be. It was a very weird feeling, though.
So if we were to do this to a town, would that have the same effect?
Yes.
Probably?
So we put it in Vallaki, for example.
The thing about putting it on the Vallaki is it's not... It is the best way to look at it is the closing of a gate. And the only way the gate opens is for specific people or people types, right? So let's say we went today and performed the ritual on Vallaki. All of the vampire spawn that are in Vallaki would be stuck in Vallaki.
From what you read in this journal, everyone in Vallaki would be stuck in Vallaki. There is no passage in or out until you end the ritual.
Oh, okay.
Well, if that's what it is, then that almost sounds like there's a version of this on all of Barovia.
In a weird way, that kind of makes sense.
I'm also intrigued on the notes about Castle Ravenloft, like just as a whole. I think Castle Ravenloft is, for lack of better words, outside of the mist. I don't think the mist quite applies. It the way the text reads, it like the castle of Ravenloft is its own like pocket dimension. The way that it describes it is each floor, potentially even each room is its own pocket dimension outside of the mist. Which would explain any weirdness that Yana felt while she was there. If we wanted to use this to trap Strahd, I think that's definitely a possibility, but are there notes on how to perform the ritual in this book?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
How
gosh,
long does it take to cast? What are we looking at?
Like 12 minutes.
And what do we need?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
said
what
that
I'm
we needed
worried
to
about, the components.
It mentioned we needed to maintain some spots, so it's also like a group casting thing. And then
Yes.
second question after that. So from the sounds of it, a version of this spell has been cast on Raven whatever already. What would happen, and can we undo that casting? What would happen if we were to undo that casting? And two, is there a way to do that?
It's unclear if you'd be, from just this text, if it would be if it's possible, and if so, how to go about it. In theory, if it was undone... Huh. Because from everything that you guys understand, this is a chunk of reality that's been ripped off and is floating self-contained. If you open the border, is that going to guarantee that it goes back to where it was supposed to be, or is it just now open in space?
Because I guess the order I would want to do things in is, yes, okay, fine, we cast it, we can trap Strahd in there. But wouldn't it make more sense to undo the old version and then cast their own version to trap them in there?
Well, if there was... If it had been cast on a portion of the castle, no one would be able to enter it, right?
Which we clearly have.
Well, it would have to be like a specific... It would have to be a specific floor. It's not just the whole castle, it's floor by floor, potentially room. I could attempt to contact Ludmilla again and see what she knows, because she lives there, so I assume that she knows quite a bit about the castle.
There we are. Okay.
I am...
I will update the Google Doc here with the description of the actual ritual.
Woo.
Sweet.
But the, I'd be intrigued to see what happens if... So say magically that the castle is, for lack of a better word, a pocket dimension, right? How would it affect Strahd and his power slash strategy for us to reattach Ravenloft to Barovia?
Sorry, what was your question?
Oh, it was more hypothetical. Basically, I was just saying, like, if Ravenloft exists, like, in a pocket dimension, like, outside of the mist, right? What happens if we bring it back in? If we drag it back into the mist? What happens if we force Strahd to play on our terms? I don't know how much he gains from it being outside of the mist or being its own, like, pocket dimension, but I would be intrigued as to how that would affect his strategy, his plans.
Okay, so of specific note to this ritual, there are 5 stages. Locate the pattern is stage number 1. The first act is the recognition of flow. One must stand within the chosen level and allow its shape to reveal where pressure gathers. Not all stone carries weight equally. Not all halls permit passage equally. The pattern is not drawn, but discerned through the movement of influence within the space. Anchor points must be chosen where the structure feels as though it expects interruption. If the level resists understanding, do not force clarity, move until it concedes. So there's some sort of energy in each level that you guys are going to have to trace. Once you've done that, claim the space. Once the pattern is known, it must be occupied.
How do we feel this energy?
Unclear. These are... mechanically, this is going to be not a skill challenge, but more of an RP moment where you guys can describe how you're going to do this. It's left specifically vague so that there's room for you guys to contribute to the way that the story unfolds.
Ooh, perfect. I already know how to do it.
Yeah. However, as I was developing this, I specifically did not make it failable. This is something that happens. It's a mechanic for me, and I wanted to give you guys a way to shape the fight, because otherwise Strahd just phases in and out of walls, and just there I go again. There I go again.
So if we don't do this, sorry. So this is to do it on Ravencroft Castle. If we don't do it, then he's gonna be able to do all this crazy shit.
Yeah. So mechanically, above table, one of Strahd's one of Strahd's lair actions is to allow him and his brides to phase through the walls. So as soon as a fight turns south, he's going to disappear. And he's very much a hit and run tactician, which can be very, like, if I play him right, it's super frustrating and doesn't have a lot of fulfillment. So I wanted to figure out a way to make him confrontable and bring him down to for you guys to bring him down to your level a little bit.
But then how would we, if this a spell that takes a while to cast, how would, and we need to like actually do it in Ravencroft Castle, how would we do it if it takes time to cast and he knows we're going to be there? He's not just going to let us do that.
In theory, you might do it. My thought was you could do it after a confrontation where you guys fight each other to a standstill. He withdraws, then you ward the level.
So wait, this doesn't take like a full day to do?
No. This will take an hour to do the whole ritual per level.
Oh, okay.
So essentially we can just seal off level by level.
How many levels are there?
There are 5.
So we need 5 hours. I just don't see Strahd leaving us alone for 5 hours.
No, this is the hit and run. He's gonna come in. You fight you. You guys fend him off, and then he withdraws to sort of lick his wounds and figure out. It's the idea of he's not going to stand out and have a drag out fight with you. He's going to whittle you away little by little. He's going to, because he knows he can come and go. So he's going to ding. If we had time, I would do this with environmental storytelling. I would put you guys in a situation where you guys experience him fighting and like fights you and then withdraws and then heals and then fights you again and then withdraws and then heals.
I guess from my understanding, just so I'm clear, like his healing period would take an hour.
Yes, healing and
got it. Okay.
All of that. Yes, you will have. I will give you guys a block of time, and I will tell you how much time you have. It will vary from fight to fight because a short rest also takes an hour, and if you only have an hour, you get to ward it or you get to short rest, or if you only have 3 hours, you can ward it, short rest, or it's some sort of combination if it's if there's a limited amount of time.
Got it. And then mechanically, because we don't have it in front of us, how many people do we? Is this it? How many people does it take to ward a floor? Is it just like one person, or does it require a team?
Oh, I didn't make it in. There needs to be a team, and there needs to be a team that's left on every level to maintain the warding. As in,
if there's 5 floors, one of us is going to stay on each floor.
You're gonna have to get NPCs who can set this up and maintain it as you guys step away.
Okay. And then how many, for lack of a better term, casters does it take to like initiate this? Does it take all 5 of us?
It'll take all 5 of you guys to start it, and then 5 NPCs to maintain it per level.
And they have to all be magically inclined already?
Well, no, because Kiana is magically inclined and she's going to help us.
There's ways, because as you look at it, there's different things. Locate the pattern, claim the space, form the boundary, unify the circuit, and seal the level. There's a variety of ways that you guys can interact with this, and so as you're thinking, there's a variety of ways that NPCs can continue to maintain all of these things.
Blood hunters guarding and warding the heart in the tower.
There won't be a heart in the tower if our plan goes right.
I put 4 people down that off the top of my head that I already know can be those. We need a 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec.
We should seal the tower before we start destroying the heart.
Yes.
Just then he can't get in and stop us.
Because there's multiple entry points from the top, from the bottom, and from the side. The side being the closest one.
One final point of order, or not a final point of order, but an additional point of order. There are 5 levels to Ravenloft. I will give you guys. I'll see if I can find a player-facing map of each of them.
I have them.
You have them?
I'll post them in Storytime.
Perfect. They are the Spires of Ravenloft. Top to bottom, Spires of Ravenloft, Rooms of Weeping, Court of the Count, Larders of Ill-Omened, and then the final bottom one is the Dungeon and Catacombs. So yeah. Player-facing versions for you guys. Each of those levels will get effectively a casting of this ritual.
That's up to the DM to let us choose that person.
What? Speak to me.
I mean, there's no particular reason we can't let you know who we're thinking as our 5 people. We have a running list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and potentially number 9, who's questionable for you. So I made a list of Esmeralda, Leo Delisnia, Van Richten, Ariadne, and then someone from the B team. So that's 2 people we have from B team. What could it be? So that's 7 people. Someone brought up the Abbot, which awesome choice. Someone brought up Lady Wachter, who I don't know. I feel a little bit uncomfortable only because I'm like, I don't know how good of a fighter she is if she gets like, rowdy. And then Gawain brought up the excellent choice of Sunflower.
Amazing.
To pay tribute to him.
Also remember, you will need 5 per level.
Oh shit! I thought it was 5. One person.
Well, we need 25.
5 teams.
5.
Oh, never mind. There's a fucking running list. Okay.
I was gonna say, and honestly,
Here's
they
that.
don't need to be super great at fighting because once the level is sealed, no one can get back in.
Yeah. We also have a whole bunch of druids we can ask. It might be a harder push than asking them to protect Barovia while we do Fane shit, but we can probably convince them. We have a whole bunch of people from Yana's group.
Yeah, I would say the keepers of the Fang would probably be pretty good. Also, honestly, the keepers of the feathers. I don't think that's what they're called.
That's it.
Were ravens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is
The feathers.
okay.
Yep.
They'd probably be down if we like split those 2 up between 2 levels.
We also have Lichiana Grande, maybe.
And Nephron. Or Nephron's probably not going to leave because he has to stay there. To protect
I
the...
really don't want to invite either of them out of the temple.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
I feel like that is a last-ditch effort kind of thing. I like this Esmeralda, Leo, Richten, Ariadne team for when we're doing the heart. When we're, like, fighting with the heart. Do I know if I can teleport out of the out of Castle Ravenloft?
I don't see why not.
With the teleportation necklace?
Yeah,
Because
there's
if
no
we use the
reason to think
teleportation
not.
necklace, I can just go get them and bring them back. and they don't even have to be present for any fighting. We just
Yeah.
bring them in when we need them for the ritual.
How many druids and how many keepers of the fang and how many keepers of the feather are there for each group?
Ooh. We actually we talked about this a couple sessions ago, I think, of the total numbers of people in the orders.
I have the Keepers of the Fang here. Let me pull it up. Old
It's
Guard.
like 12.
There are a handful, which not many. Let's see. We have the High Keeper, 2 Elder Keepers, 1, 2, 3. Nope, you're dead. 2, 3.
Wild.
There's not many. There's 5 including Yana.
Okay. How many keepers of the feather are there?
Feather between the 2 families.
We know 7.
Let me look. Obviously,
And 2 of those are children, so
I was gonna say,
probably
obviously we're not
5.
going to use the children.
The Vistani are very neutral, so I'm not even going to bother asking.
Yeah.
They're not even very neutral. They're technically not on our side, but like, they're also kind of chill.
What about the Stojanoviches and Tornescus?
Oh, the werewolves.
Yes.
That will be a hard pull.
Well, we made the deal based on them helping us with this.
Oh, that's on you, Yana.
Yep.
You speak wolf.
Woof, woof,
Speak
woof, 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 woof. Bow wow.
And how many druids are there? I feel like there's a shit ton of druids.
Yes, there's like
I think he said like 40.
yeah, like 40 or 50 druids.
All right, so I
So they
think
can do it
when
all.
we, yeah, I feel like when we asked the druids for like help with protecting of the lackey while we do our fade thing, we can make the same pitch right there. It's like, hey, pretty soon we're gonna need to do this stuff. Can you please let us know your numbers? This will help complete the job we're starting by, reinstating the Fanes. If you truly want like your gods to thrive, we also need to get rid of this guy, and to get rid of this guy, we need your help. And I think with that I think with that, kind of persuasion, they can be convinced. I mean, they're suffering too under this bitch.
Keepers of the Feather. There is the Mardukov family, Erwin and Danica, and their 2 young sons, age 11 and 9. And then from the vineyard, there is, I'll post this in the chat, Davian, who is the father, Erwin's brother, Adrian, his oldest son, Elvir, his youngest son, Stefania, his adult daughter, and Stefania's husband, Dag. We'll do...
There's actually one other person that we've never encountered in this game, but there is another one. Her name is Muriel Vinshaw.
Huh. Where's she at?
I don't
That's
think
a new
she.
name for me.
Yeah, I don't think she's actually in the actual module. She's in supplements and things, but
Gotcha.
she's part of that whole Keepers of the Feather.
Okay. And then we'll do Erwin and Danica.
I just posted our ally list in the private chat.
Aw, you included dead people.
Never forgotten.
Yeah. Let's keep that list as long as it is currently and never any longer. How about that?
Yeah.
What, the deceased list?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's not have that grow.
You're already halfway there, Riss. Stop tempting fate.
Oh, actually, she is actually mentioned in the module.
Oh, really? Where?
In the Perez section.
Ooh, okay. Oh, wait. And this is who?
Muriel Vinshaw. So if you look in the actual module,
There we are. Yep.
Under chapter 10,
There she is.
under Approaching the Ruins. There she is.
Yes. So that's a named one. There are a number of other were-ravens who are not Martikovs.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many. You wouldn't know exactly, but you would know that their numbers are probably between 5 and 10 additional were-ravens out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was just the main one that I remember being named.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was just looking through, and it said that if the Martikovs take a liking to the party, they might send were-ravens to keep an eye and can swoop in to help if they get into trouble. So there's some extra ones out there that aren't just Martikovs, but there's not many.
Yeah, it's a network.
For sure.
It's kind of like a spy network.
I know something about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you do. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, good.
Okay. So, let me see what from our... And again, we have some other people we could probably grab, like, I'm sure that, I think what his name, I always forget it. Where are you? Oh, Yvonne. Jeez. Yeah, Yvonne. He's a pretty big strapping dude. I'm sure he can handle himself enough to not immediately die. One would hope. So we could probably ask him. Riss, do you have any friends at the college that might be willing to help us?
I mean,
Besides the obvious answer.
We can think of definitely one.
say Alexei and the other guy that I forget the name of that I talked to that one time that got married.
The
I
Dane.
think
Dane,
it was
yeah.
one?
Yeah, Dane.
Dane was there, and then there was a third one. There was a girl who who
Oh.
was engaged.
Yes.
That's who it was, yes.
I don't remember her name though.
I don't remember her name either.
Go
I
in
wrote
my
it down.
I
I
don't
wrote it
think
down
Riz.
somewhere, just
I don't
don't
think
know
Riz
where.
liked her as much, if I remember
don't think so.
correctly.
I will just put it out there. While they don't necessarily, we don't need like wizards specifically or like clerics specifically. This is a very mystical ritual that the NPCs will be taking part in. So
They would
some
definitely
connection
be
to-
interested.
Yeah, Yvonne might be a hard sell. He might not be as naturally inclined to this as other, like even the blood hunters, the keepers of the fang. Since they do some sort of magic, they have some sort of mystical elements.
That's fair.
Everybody think of a flavorful way to do your thing.
I could talk to them and see what they see if they'd be willing to help out. I can't promise anything because they're not like me, you know, like I wanted to come out and do this. I wanted to come out and adventure and use my powers, but most of them are fine to, you know, just to live and exist and just continue what has been done since the valley was closed off. Which is fine and their choice, and I don't want to seem like I'm berating them for that choice because I'm not, but we could offer they might be interested. I also think when we leave to do this, I think it would be a good idea to Um, I think it would be a good idea to close off Vallaki while we're gone,
Using the same ritual.
using the same ritual. So he can't run to Vallaki. And we leave everyone who is not going to help us there.
What if he teleports in?
Well, I assume this would prevent teleportation. Isn't that the whole point? DM, I referenced the notes.
Yeah, this taps into the weave and blocks everything.
Planar travel, teleportation.
All of the above.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ned's
so,
point of it bears striking similarities to whatever has sequestered the entire valley. It's actually quite the parallel. Time functions differently. There's a lot of oh no, what if this is the same thing?
Well, if we're gonna do that, obviously they need to let the town know what's up.
As you guys are considering the whole town, the whole city, the city is much larger than the little bit of the Order of the Guardians where they initially developed this. So if you want to ward the city like this, you're going to need to do it in pockets.
How big is the area?
I'd say 4, because Valaki's a bit of a T, so 1 on each tip, and then 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top.
8. So we need 4 individual castings. You're saying?
Yeah, you would need 4 of these to cover that
And to maintain it, we need 5 casters.
per. Yeah, so 20 just to cover Valaki.
So
It's
if we want to do
almost-
both the castle and we want to do the town, then we're
I
going
mean,
to
it's
need
almost like
4
we
or
can
5
just
people.
we could talk to the abbot who has been living and working and being a priest in Vallaki for the last 3 months, and be like, hey, we are going to be poking the hornet's nest. Why don't you guys just stand here for the day and make sure the hornets don't come here? They don't even have to leave Vallaki. They just need to stay there, and that's
yeah, I
it.
don't think they would raise too much of a fuss for a 9-hour quarantine.
I think the other part of that is like, do we want to get people from the town of Barovia, and the much harder thing to do is get the people from Crash, whatever, to come to the Lackey so that we can protect them as well. And if we were to do Crash, I think maybe the Abbot's the best person to convince them, but that's about it.
At the very least, just to give them a warning.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna do this. We are going to 100% let you do whatever you want, but if you don't and you die, it's not on us. We told you.
What happens if the likelihood of Strahd finding out seems pretty high the more we tell people?
Oh, I'm sure that Fish already knows. We're like, I do have non-detection up, but like he figures out everything, so I don't know, man.
That's incredibly fair.
I am operating under the fact that although we're putting all these safeguards up, we have been slipping up every now and then, and even when we're not slipping up, he's still somehow knowing. So just pretend that he knows, but still do your best to not really be out about it, because if he doesn't, that's even better for us.
Okay.
Operating under the assumption that he has knowledge of our plans is the best way to go.
So,
Also, the book we just literally read said that too.
yeah, and as much as I would like to ward specific to ward all of these cities, my thought was specifically we do Vallaki because our families are there. So if he's going to try and use something against us, that would be where he would go.
Oh no! To be clear, I wasn't saying we're going to ward the other cities. I was going to say the people from those other cities go to Vallaki. We don't have the resources to do it in each city.
No, for sure, but a mass exodus like that would be Yeah, I mean,
I just think it's fair to give him the option.
the timing of it would have to be very specific.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We still have other things to do before we get to that point.
Well, we
Oh,
know
for
what
sure.
happened last time we tried to cross a bridge.
Oh yeah, some girl died.
Nice. Nice.
What was her name again? I can't remember. Probably wasn't important.
I'm sure she wasn't plot relevant at all.
Well, she's not now.
It was actually, I went to Keith about that when it happened. I was like, this feels like a terrible thing. And the more he and I talked, it became clear, no, this was how she slipped through his fingers, this turning of the cycle. And it actually worked out quite nicely that he could blame you guys for leaving her with you to keep her safe. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah, what can go wrong dangling a maiden from a rope?
Okay, so do we have anything else we need to do, or are we going to head back to Valaki?
No,
Do I need to go back to Valaki?
I would like to sleep.
Hmm.
I am magically tired.
Because I thought I was going to the tower. I was going to drop Leo off at the tower. And then I was going to take you guys to the druids.
I think the main problem is that a lot of us are a little tapped out, and we might be going into a bad situation.
I mean, you
So
can take an hour and short rest.
I'm more talking about Ned's depletion of his high-level spells.
Yeah, I just comboed a whole bunch of spells between the spell magic, the fly, the vortex warps, the wall of force.
Yes, please. Split the party while you're low on resources.
Right. Because I am as much as useless in a fight right now of the amount of spell slots I have. I can do some emergency tactics, but
I have a proposal. We go back to Valaki. What time is the DM currently? Like 2?
Like 2, yeah.
Okay, so we probably have like an hour to get back.
keeping in mind Leo cannot go to Valaki.
Leo and Riss are going to the tower regardless of what else happens.
All right, you guys can do that.
Well, my thing is, what if we did a chapter?
I mean, I'll be back.
Sir.
I just...
All right. You know
I
what?
need
just
to...
just send it to the druids. If my character dies, and I will split you. I have Gawain with me. I'm sure he will keep me alive.
Yeah.
What are you expecting at the druids?
I don't know.
The unexpected.
Steven likes to add bullshit to us anytime we try and get close to progressing the story.
I mean, that's valid and fair. I just...
No, Strahd does. Anytime you take a step toward
Alright.
anything meaningful.
Guess who plays Strahd, though? Oh,
Right.
that's right.
Strahd, no. We've all seen Tiny Tina's. Strahd has a mind of his own.
All right, fine. Yeah, just drop us off at the
It's
druids.
what my character would do, guys.
Also,
Shut
If
up.
you guys want to take a long rest, you guys want to spend the night in Valaki, that's
no, because
fine.
it doesn't make like. I also don't like the idea of if I'm the only one who needs a long rest that we're going just because of me, because that's not really fair to the other players in the story. So, I was also going to suggest Yana should probably go with you.
I'm good with that.
I don't think it makes sense for you to go over there as a player character alone. I don't know what Leo's full abilities are. He's also a vampire. It might go insane. You might need protection from him. Then it'll be me and Gawain
I
towards the
can protect
druids,
myself.
and then.
Like-
All right, fine. You know what? We'll let the squishy go by themselves. Is this what's coming
I'm
to?
just saying, I'm just gonna be doing research on the vampiric
Yeah,
cure.
you're going into a pit of vampires. Yes, they're on your side, but let's say they get into a blood frenzy. Can you take care of yourself enough to handle that many vampires on your own, especially if they get within melee range?
I'll just teleport out.
All right, so she's gonna go. They're gonna go by themselves, and then we're gonna fuck off to the druids. If they die, it's on them.
Riss,
is-
please.
It's the same deal I'm leaving to Crush. If we were to offer them to come to Valaki for protection, it's like, hey, this is the deal. If you don't want the protection, then just die.
Riss, may I ask why you're so against taking Yana with you?
I mean, not that I don't think she'd be helpful, but I think her area of expertise would be better used with the druids.
Okay, then what about Ivor?
I didn't use that many spells,
I didn't.
and I
really
still
talk
have
to the
vortex warp.
druids.
So
All right.
Yeah, I'll say.
You know what? I'm very much about self-determination. If Riz does not want one of us to
Okay.
go with them, then they can feel free to go on their own. We'll talk to the druids and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I never talked to the druids. I never really met them. I was in the castle when you did all that.
Yeah, that conversation was mostly myself, you, and still of Gawain. If
Yeah,
anything,
that's
you have a
fair.
better relationship with them than Yana does.
I guess that's fair. I mean, if she wants to come with me, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at books for 8 hours. So
Mechanically speaking, Riz, Lynn, we are splitting the party.
yeah,
So it doesn't make sense to mechanically split the party 4 and 1.
Yeah.
And Yana,
Even if
does
Yana sits
read.
around all day, even if Yana sits around all day, we are just ensuring that we have some level of balance if something goes down.
yeah, Yana doesn't have the same level of knowledge about magic, but she does have a very high intelligence.
And to turn around, people sometimes read books at home all the time, and someone breaks into their house and kills them. And all they were going to do is read a fucking book. This could happen in this game too.
like I said, like I'll take her if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
You guys are worried about like Dad not having spells, and I'm just gonna be sitting in a tower doing nothing. Well, not doing nothing, but
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yana, don't you have to work on the that alchemical formula?
Exactly.
That's also a joint work with Ivor, isn't it? Do they have to be together for
Mhm.
this?
ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Shit.
Well, it's possible that Ludmilla might actually have information that, or tools that would be of assistance with that.
Hmm.
All right.
maybe. I mean, it is a magical. Although I will say, I'm not taking both Yana and Ivor because
I think
you
one
were
of
just
us should be
complaining
fine.
about not having enough fighter power.
Yeah, I think just me would be fine going with you.
Okay, so Riss and Yana headed to the tower. Ivor, Ned, and Gawain headed to the druids. That's as good a spot as any to take a quick break, and we'll come back with one of the groups and pick up and see where we're going from there. So let's do a quick 15, and we'll come back about 5 after. So go grab a snack, grab a drink, take care of your business, and then come right back here. Don't turn the dial. Stay right here.
do something or
Hey everyone, welcome back. We left off as the party figured out what their heading was, and more or less decided to do the same thing that they were going to do at the end of last session. After I gave them more stuff, maybe Ned is onto something. With I keep giving more things every time we want to move toward plot. But yes, the party splits down the line of Ivor, Ned, and Gawain going to the Druids to secure their aid, with Riss and Yana headed off to the tower to continue research into a cure for vampirism. Ivor, Ned, Gawain, was there anything that you guys wanted to roleplay specifically about this? I think I remember the answer being not really.
I mean, I'm going to ask them 2 specific questions, which is 1, to help us with protecting this place, and 2, at some point, we are going to need them for the casting of the spell in this place. Are there people they can give us?
The first one of guarding the towns. The first one was guarding the towns while you guys go after the Fanes?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Yes, which I figured they would do because we're literally getting their gods back.
For sure,
and the second part, I kind of also figured they would do, because the second part of getting their gods back is getting rid of the assholes and like try and subjugate them again.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Neither of them are very hard sells. No role necessary. There's a little bit of murmuring and internal discussion, but after a little bit of a further clarification and conversation, there are. Roll me.
Can I have Gawain do it? He's better at rolling than I am.
2d8. How about you guys both roll a d8?
Oh, damn it. It never goes well when I roll for stuff.
Just roll an 8.
But-
Okay, I got a 7. That's actually good, I think.
There you go, man. Yeah, that's great. I also got a
It's
7.
not. Unless it's not.
There are 14 druids who volunteer to help with the ritual of interdiction.
Cool, let's note that down.
Got it.
Some of them are more... there's a couple of different variations. Some of them are more monk adjacent. Some of them are more classic druid caster adjacent. Some of them are more barbarian adjacent. But they all are mystical enough that they would absolutely fill this role.
What's it called? The what of interdiction?
Ritual of interdiction. Right? Yes, the ritual of interdiction.
I'm putting this on our players only thing, and I'm gonna pin it.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, okay.
Hey, why can't I
Yep,
pin this?
thought so. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it doesn't let me pin it for some reason.
It's a DM
Oh,
only
you know
thing.
why? It's a yeah. It's the last message in the chat.
Yeah.
I will go and I won't look at anything else.
I don't
and
think there's
that's
anything
funny.
super secret that
End
we've said today.
message.
Yeah, it was the low-hanging fruit joke.
Yeah,
I haven't
don't
seen
wanna-
anything except the dick joke.
Yeah, you can't scroll higher up because you'll see all the jokes you make at your expense.
That's terrible, and I believe it.
There's more than one, less than 1,000.
Yeah, I know.
Also, it's
All
a
week,
pretty good
we
range.
just all week. That's just what we do.
Yep, repeatedly.
I believe it. I think I want to get one of those. I don't like this pop filter. I want a smaller thing, smaller form factor. I'm gonna get
I
that.
can't imagine the joy that you're gonna get like after the campaign's over. You're just like reading through it, and you're just like, "What the hell, guys?"
Bro, I'm gonna be so upset. It's gonna be great. But yes, easily Do I need it Thursday or no? We'll do 6% cash back. No rush Saturday delivery. Place order. Anyway,
We're getting cash back on this adventure.
I am. I'm earning in triple miles every time you guys go somewhere.
Is that why you gave us the teleportation beads?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Teleportation does count as like we still count the mileage like normal. But yeah, so you guys are able to. It's not a. The druids are really more or less on your side at this point. They're very, of all the groups here. What you might even argue they're the most allied with you, simply because of how much good you've done and how much you've affected their matriarch, and how you've positioned yourself to be like, we're here for your gods. And it just so happens that their gods also align with your goals.
It just so happens they like their gods.
Yeah, they like their gods. So you guys are in a very good position to negotiate with them. They're open to just about anything that you would ask of them. And they are more than happy to help out in any way they can. Anything else?
Before we go anywhere or go to rest, Gawain is just going to look towards Ned and Ivor, say, would you like to go pay our respects to Mother while we're here? I'd like to give her a little sunshine so that her tree may grow.
Well, seems appropriate.
Very well.
All of the analogies we made to Grandmother Willow when she was alive are only more appropriate now that she is an actual tree, extended and stretched almost like taffy a little bit. There are 3 main branching elements of this trunk, which you know grew from her shoulders and each of her outstretched arms. Knots and twists in the bark approximate the curves of her face, and the draping willow leaves frame her face in a striking resemblance to her image in life.
I will just calmly walk forward and I can't remember. Do I have? I'll just take out the sun sword, and as I go to grab the hilt, I will just say, like right as I make contact with it, before he has a chance to be like, "We shall smite evil," you know.
Oh.
I'm trying to cut him off before that. Just be like, "We are here not to smite evil, but to help life. Please aid me in this and help me help this tree grow so that it may grow strong and its roots deep."
Ooh, I want to help with something.
Go for it.
I have, since he's going to provide some sunlight, I'm going to provide some water. I have the decanter of endless water. I am going to use that in combination with shape water to just make a gentle rain as he does this.
Gawain, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Guidance? I don't know if I can help with that. He's going to get it.
Sure.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. That. Oh god, it's a nat 20 plus 2 on the guidance.
Very nice. It's the, I envisioned the scene from Calamity with Shaq and the Dragon of the West. It's like, I am the very much. He rises in a very like almost arrogant posture, and you're like, shut up, here's what we're doing. And he's like, oh, okay, very, very well.
You know, like, I know we normally don't share the same media, but at least I've heard of it. I have never heard of this film or TV show, whatever it is.
Oh, it's a Critical Role spinoff.
And Shaq's in it?
No.
It's a dragon named
Sharkwan or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Shao Gorjan.
I was thinking like the basketball player, and I'm like,
No.
what movie is this?
That's fun. No, Shot Korjan is it's a whole thing. It's Brennan and Lou Wilson going back and forth. It's great stuff. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. The Last Dragon of Avalier. It's a whole thing. It's a great like clip on YouTube to look up for sure. But as you direct it to release its energy and summon the blade, and it does so in one of those slow lightsaber ignitions, not that real quick snap hiss, but one of those like you watch it extend and it like unfurls itself slowly to grace the area with its presence. Almost as though you've impressed upon it the importance of decorum in this moment and reverence.
You taught him manners.
Yeah, you gave him some manners for a moment.
Very demure, very mindful.
The Sun Sword. But with Ned, with your decanter and your shape water, and the glow and radiance from the Sun Sword itself, Gawain, you grow with it as you feel everything sort of like soaking in and being absorbed by the tree. You feel yourself responding in much the same way as in the sunlight you grow to your full 8.5 feet or whatever it is. In front of many of the druids who are watching this whole display.
Do we get a rainbow?
You absolutely get a rainbow, for sure.
Can we go for a double rainbow? Can we roll for double rainbow, DM?
Roll for double rainbow.
What am I rolling for this?
I don't even know.
Roll the dice.
A D20? Like, just what are we rolling?
Right.
I just rolled my
D100 it is.
rainbow
Got
dice
it.
and got a 20.
There we go.
I can't argue with those
Actual
results.
rainbow dice.
I was gonna say roll a chicken nugget, something. But yeah, that's double rainbow for sure. Easily double rainbow. And actually, on a nat 20, it's high enough in the air that as you sort of move around, it shimmers in a full circle.
Ooh.
Wait. So instead of it going like this, and then it goes like that?
Well, my understanding is a double rainbow is when it hits both sides of the horizon, and so it goes all the way around 360 degrees.
And double rainbows when they stack on top of each other.
Yeah.
I thought for sure.
Yeah, it's when you actually see two different rainbows.
It's
right
two.
there.
It's two just up there on top of
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then like,
one and
Oh,
then-
you're right.
And then people who are hiking see it and they start crying and make a viral video.
That's
It's
right.
really pretty.
Double rainbow. That's true. Yes, no, we get that as well. But on a nat 20, it's a double, it's like concentric rainbows. Circles, full circles. You get the whole thing.
As Gawain's as he's doing that, Gawain's just increasing the range of the sun sword so that like we're getting as much vegetation as possible.
And these rainbows keep getting bigger and bigger.
Gawain just looks at Nedro. This is beautiful. Thank you for yeah, this is amazing.
Hey, we work together for this, my friend.
Oh, teamwork really is the best.
And apparently it's super gay.
Fucking gay, bro. That's awesome. That's so funny. Some might even call it the gayest. But yes. Without further ado, unless there's any other specific item of note here in the Grove at Yester Hill, we will switch our camera's eye over to the tower, Ludmilla's tower, where shortly after depositing the boys in the Druid Grove, Riss and Yana. How does this teleportation look? I guess, Riss, you are a new user for this magic item, so a bit of you leaks into it. Does this teleportation look at all intriguing, unique in particular?
Well, as always, when Riss casts magic, there's quite a bit more blood involved than one normally would have.
Biblically accurate sacrifices.
I believe that this is more of a, like, a bit more controlled than the full, like, swirls that they get during combat. But more like they would grab the necklace because that's the device that they're casting through, and then the blood would kind of like curl like from their hand up, kind of like around the bead that they were going to use, the one that was like attached to whatever item to the location. And like the blood would glow at that point, and then the spell would go off, and kind of like use their magic to fuel.
Mm-hmm. As you effectively plug yourself into this item and to execute through it what exactly you want it to do. The blood swirls, glows, and arcs around, creating a sigil in the air that glows, and then seams arise and a doorway opens. I'm just getting extra poetic. This may or may not happen every time. I haven't decided yet. But as you guys sort of step out and through, the door closes behind you, and splat, all of this blood hits the ground, mixing with the dust and creating a foul mud. You are before the tower of... you were before Ludmilla's tower. And Leo. Sorry, Leo's coming with.
And Leo has come with. How's Leo doing with my use of blood magic?
He's okay.
Okay. I give him a look over and I'm like, is that too much? Or are you...
No, that was fine. I'm not an infant.
No, I don't...
By any chance, did Leo find those first few sentences in the beginning of the book we just got useful for, like, managing his hunger?
Very much so. Very much so. Sharing that with him, he nodded contemplatively, and during various short rest moments, he has retrieved a small pad and writing implement and has been, like, writing out some sort of scripting for himself.
I'm not trying to... It is not kind to...
No, I get it. You're being careful and you want to be sensitive.
I mean, yes. I
do not enjoy being made of glass, even though I know I am made of glass.
I do not enjoy tempting my friends. I'm not trying to treat you like glass. I'm trying to check in, I guess.
No, I know. I am not the man that I once was. And it is only wisdom that you show. Doesn't mean I have to like it. But it is wise. He grimaces and just sort of like strains for a moment. Let's get this over with. What are we doing here?
Well, leads the group into the tower, which I'm sure
Mhm.
is in quite a bit of disarray from the last time we were testing.
Yeah. The commoner areas, or the shared areas for you and Ludmilla are fine. The subjects' quarters are a little all over the place. Um,
Could I, real
they.
quick, I would have thought of this before we left. I'm so sorry. Could I
I was
have
gonna remind
brought
you.
some blood for
I was
the
gonna.
other vampire? Okay, yeah.
I was gonna remind you and I had also forgotten. Yeah, because Ludmilla was gonna say, "Hey, bring something they haven't eaten in a while."
Yeah, yeah.
I
Gwen
assume.
will volunteer as tribute.
Yes. How much are you volunteering?
2 blood.
Yeah, how many
Um,
bottles do we
okay.
have left?
You have 14 rust.
Um,
I mean, Homeboy has his flask, but
no, I gave him several days worth.
oh, that's right. He has a couple of days worth, which will get
Yeah.
everyone through a day if everyone goes from the same store. That was several for him, but there's a handful of vampires here.
I'll give another 10 hit points.
Okay. Again, that's a good bit of blood. That's like a whole person. We're talking, what, 6 liters?
Something like that.
How much blood?
It does kind of,
5
but think
liters
about
is
it like
like what
this.
the average human body has.
Body. Yeah.
But think about it like this. My body is always growing and shrinking. So theoretically, the amount of blood in my body is changing, or it's thinning the fuck out, one of the two.
Just pass. It gets real woozy. That's fun. My guesstimation is if you take 10 hit points of if you deal 10 hit points of exsanguination to a commoner, they're gonna die, which means it's all their blood. So that's sort of my when you say I'm gonna do 5 or 10 hit points, I'm like, that's a lot of blood because most commoners only have 5 or 10 hit points. So that's not a bad thing, just so that you know where my brain is as I'm like adjudicating these things. So 10 hit points of blood, that's, yeah, we'll call that 5 liters. And
Can Ivor also donate 10 and cast Cure Wounds on myself?
yes, you may.
Cool.
So we're talking 5 2 liters of blood. That's a good bit. That's a good bit. Get these guys pretty well settled. They'll need more shortly within the next few days. However, Ludmilla should be able to tend to them at that point. These 10 liters tides them over at the very least for the duration of your continued testing for the afternoon.
Gwen's blood is just labeled slightly spicy.
For those of you who like flavor. Those of you with a is English palate Barovian palate? That feels right. Barovians would eat bland stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys are able to distribute this to the, I keep wanting to call them inmates, to the subjects, and they're able to sort of pull themselves together. Leo very visibly he's exercising an extreme level of self-control. Again, this is brand new for him, so he's a lot of these experiences are he hasn't had them before, so he's navigating them for the first time. And he continues to not trust himself and walk around with like an iron will clamped down on everything. Every action is deliberate, every movement is intentional. There is no wasted anything. He is still until he needs to move, and when he does, he only moves as much as he has to.
Aw.
He's under a lot of stress, obviously.
Yeah,
I wonder who could help with.
Now I kind of wish Ned did go.
I will say, I wonder who could help him out with that.
It would have just been a game of chess.
Is that what you're calling it nowadays?
Nice, there it is.
I mean, there is a strategy to it.
Isn't there always? But yes, the not prisoners, test subjects are taken care of. No, I don't. Not that slaves. No, the prisoners with jobs. Thanks. I just watched Thor. No, the test subjects are taken care of. They're handled and taken back to each of their quarters. Your investigation may continue. Last you left off, something's missing. What's the thought?
Oh dear. Hold on. Let me go to my text thread.
They would, like their flush would return, their color, their warmth, only to fall back down into undeath once again.
So we need to provide a spark of life, essentially, right?
That's one avenue. I don't have a right answer. I'm open to your creativity. I do have something that you hopefully will find out, but I'm open to your creativity. I like this collaboration.
Are the other players allowed to throw out ideas that Riss somehow comes up with?
Yeah.
They already have multiple voices in their head. I don't know how this is different.
let me see what you guys think, because I have an idea, but it's kind of a bad, not a bad idea, but it's an interesting idea that I would like to explore. But I would like to hear what you guys think first.
When I said that, I didn't have an idea, but I thought of something now. If we need a spark of life, would bark from the tree that Mother left count? I don't know. It's something.
I like that idea. Hold on, let me write these down. Let me write these down. Ideas for a testing.
Actually, let me see if chat is popping off with anything.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. No, Sarah, you're on it.
Bark.
Yeah,
Okay.
Viewership is a little low right now.
There we go. Let's bring you that positivism.
Yep.
Mother's.
Yeah, we get most of our viewership through
tree.
replays.
Mm-hmm.
All good if you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, VODs are amazing.
Exactly. I love the VODs.
Okay, so we got bark from Mother's tree. I like that idea.
Is the spark of life the only thing missing? Like, what else are you thinking?
So the idea is that we're trying to we're trying to essentially return and reverse what is in practice a curse, if not in name.
Got it. As my thought would be, that kind of sounds like restoring balance, and that's kind of what Ned's, not him himself, but what his staff is about.
Yeah.
Restoring order / balance. So I don't know if there's something there too.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. And what would we classify as being a spark of life?
Well, I was going to see, because we are very aware that Riss is undead light. I was going to try potentially adding their blood to the mix and seeing what happens.
No one's putting semen in it.
No, well, I actually did have a thought there.
I did too. You can go first, Ned.
How do you feel about heteronormativity in our game?
Worst thing
Because heterosexual sex magic produces life.
And currently in this group, Yana's
It's
the only
just
one
Gawain
capable
and
of that.
Ivor. We have Gawain and Ivor. They can do shit. I mean, Ivor emotionally can't, I think, because he's like, his ex-wife, well, not his wife, sorry, his wife is dead.
Mhm.
So we have Gawain, and we teach him about what sex is.
I reiterate, Yana is currently the only one that is capable of encapsulating that.
No, technically, Ned could get with a woman, but he's not going to. He's been through enough.
I meant in our group. Yana is the only
right.
one. In the current situation, Yana is the only one.
There are male vampires. That's true. So you could.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
In the fact that Yana is still living, she's not undead.
That's true. You're even lighter undead than Riss is.
Dampiers aren't undead; they're born that
I
way.
know. I just flavor it as you sort of you still sort of almost register undetect like evil and good the same way Riss does. But yes, mechanically speaking, you are still fully alive. You just don't have to breathe for some reason.
Yep. Plus, I've got the shifting balance between human, Dampier, and werewolf.
There's a lot going on in general.
Yeah.
That's fun. You want to make a bunch of hybrids?
Why not? Turn this into Underworld.
What was
Where
Gawain's
is my
idea?
brother?
More of a, well, yeah, I guess it would be an idea, not a question. My thought is, in kind of, the grand scheme of things, when it comes down to it, the source of life is the sun, or the stars at least that we know of, right? You said your blood. Would you want to try mine? See if that might work with another patient.
Maybe we'll see, because my thought was with specifically with Riss's blood, adding blood to the antidote would help because of their vampire natures, right? It's food they need to consume to continue living. But also Riss has died and returned in a very specific way, essentially.
Each time.
And I'm wondering if this fact that they're like undead light will spark something when they consume it with like the antidote, and it will kick their systems to respond kind of in a similar way that Riss's did. So maybe it won't be like a full... Maybe it won't be a full, like with this idea, maybe it won't be a full returning them to humanity, but maybe it would be something similar where they would also become... My mind just blanked. I forgot what Riss is.
Reborn.
Kind of like a reborn situation where they don't need to eat, they don't need to drink. They can if they want to, but they would no longer necessarily need to consume blood to survive. They would have a mortal lifespan.
Similar to that thought.
I was like, maybe...
Yeah, sorry.
No,
you
go first.
Similar to that thought, only because now we found a way to potentially, if you wanted to go down the route of balance, get Ned involved, the route of the sun, get Gawain involved, we can get Yana involved. So, out of all of us here, regardless of how close you two are to being undead, she is the closest to being a vampire. If it's impossible to turn a vampire spawn into a human, could we at least get them partway there and make turn into a damper? Either utilizing your idea with your own, or more importantly, an actual damper's blood, and doing something with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, fine, we don't find a cure for full vampirism, but we get them most of the way there.
To the point where they're not cursed with the undeath part.
Yeah, I don't dislike that idea. I think something, though, that we are trying, the whole point of this is that I think they're trying to stop needing to consume, like, blood. And I know, like, Dampiers need, like, hearts, right?
It differs from person to person.
Yeah.
Dampiers do often inherit some sort of appetite.
Yeah, and so I was like, I think Well, I think they would be grateful if that ended up being the answer. I don't think that is the answer we want it to be. I think Riss would go into that lane if the reborn idea didn't work. It's like, okay, if we can't restore full humanity, would reborn work? And if basically making them reborns, for lack of better word, can we shift it to a Dampier? Because the hunger is a lot less, right? For a
Yes.
Dampier? And they're
Very
still
much so.
mortal.
Yeah.
So it would still be better, but it's definitely not the answer that we're looking for.
I think what Arius was saying was that if we can't get them all the way,
Arius.
Arius,
That's too many names.
too many games.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go with what they're saying. If we can't get them all the way, at least up to a Dampier standard.
Lots of fallbacks.
Yes.
Levels of like, if we can't do this, then at least let's get here.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you still hit the stars. Sounds like. Cool. So are you... It is the end game, but I gave you a teleport anywhere at any point in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Talisman. You can borrow anyone or go visit anyone to gather stuff for this. So no need to like worry about prepping ahead of time or like retcon. You can just be like, I'll be right back, and then go and get some samples from people.
I thank you for that, by the way.
Do you want
It made my
Dampier?
job so much easier.
So do you want Dampier, Sun, or Order powers? It's your choice.
I have some of Gawain's blood, right?
We have Gawain's blood, yes, because
Okay.
Gawain donated a bunch.
I'm going to start with Gawain's blood as a control, because that bitch is human,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
Is he?
He's a star. I'm the human.
Yeah.
You have
I
my
guess we
blood
could
as
use
well.
Ivor's blood.
He
Gawain's a
canonically
heckin'
have no idea what
star.
the fuck he is.
That's true. Okay, Ivor is human, so we'll start with that, because that's
Ivor
a
is
control group. And because let's just say that like adding blood to it fixes it, then great, awesome. Then we could just go do a blood drive real quick.
You run a couple of trials with a little bit of the blood that Ivor left mixed into the treatment. It doesn't have a discernible effect.
Okay. You had something you wanted me to get to.
We'll get there.
Okay. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. I'm so sorry.
Am I the token human?
I am very good at this. Bending over to make something work. Nope.
I'm glad you're so... Okay, I'll just leave it.
Speaking of loose ends,
Hey.
I will. This is actually. No, you're good. Continue pulling this thread.
Okay, sure. All right. I don't think... I think at this point, once Riss has realized that, like, the reborn idea might be... I don't want to say, like, as good as they can get, but possibly more feasible than fully returning them to being, like, humans. I think Riss would ask for a volunteer, basically saying, like, the next experiment may... The next experiment is something I've been entertaining for a couple of days now. Would anyone be willing to attempt this, knowing that if it works, you will not be returned to complete humanity, but you will not be a vampire anymore? And then would go into details of basically like, this is what it would be like if the experiment worked.
There's a moment where everyone looks at each other and everyone raises their hand. They're all down.
Okay. I think Riss would just kind of very carefully, like, maybe do 2 or 3. I make them like each like slightly different, like 2 or 3 experiments, just to like keep it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Reborn blood
Because I have
proves
that.
much more. Yeah, exactly. You have that in spades. Proves a little bit more interesting. For the most part, 2 or 3, like we'll say 3 trials, very limited run. These 3 trials are promising.
Okay. The DM
don't-
liked my idea. That's what happened.
They don't rise quite as human as the other cures have sort of like brought a full flush to the cheeks, and like they seem to be as human as you can get before returning to undeath, right? So these, it's a lower, they rise a little bit lower. You're not quite as all the way there,
Right.
and they stay there longer before returning back to their vampiric state. However, it is the longest transformation on record that you guys have,
Okay.
or restitution on record, shall we say. At this point in the process, you get a sending from Ludmilla. How are the trials going? Have you tried anything novel?
Yes. They're going well, but I've shifted direction. Would be best to explain in person.
Very well. Or she gives you a thumbs up reaction.
Yeah.
And then you hear the rustling in the bag as the
I put
rosary beads are withdrawn on her end, and then she reappears very shortly.
Allele to hide.
I thought we knew.
you
Oh,
catch that?
right. Yeah, I would like immediately, I would cast, honestly, I would just cast invisibility on him. And tell him to go downstairs.
He complies.
And honestly, I would have kept him out of the room of the other vampires. The others wouldn't know he was there.
Reasonable. Yeah, invisible downstairs. She ascends to you. You have news?
I've been thinking. Do you know what I am?
Yeah.
Right. So I was thinking, like, I'm not undead. Like, if a cleric were to cast Turn Undead, it wouldn't affect me. However, I do... Gawain has told me multiple times that I do kind of ping on his, like, sense. Like, it registers me, but it doesn't, you know?
I do.
So, I was thinking, like, well... I must have at some point counted as undead then, right? Like, if I pick up on it, or if I, like...
Totally.
You know? So I was thinking, well, what if we don't... The part of the process where we are losing ground is the return to life, right? The full return to... I don't want to call it humanity, but, you know, that spark, that is gone now. I was like, well, what if we do not necessarily replace the spark? What if we fake it? So I was like, okay, well, what if we make them like me?
Mhm.
It's not I don't want to give up on looking for a full answer because it's not necessarily it's but I do think that this is a possible avenue, and the tests so far have been very promising. And I'll slide like the notes that I've taken over to her.
Yes, they have been.
It is definitely the best we have done so far. And I definitely think even if we wish to continue pursuing a full antidote, a full cure, this might answer our problem in Vallaki if we can get it to work.
This is interesting. Have you tried anyone else's?
I tried Ivor's, no results.
I don't find that surprising. I'm sure it was metabolized.
I would be interested in Gawain's. Gawain has told me that he started out as a star and came down to Earth. I don't know. I'd be
Is it
intrigued
worth
to
asking questions of him?
potentially. I think it's an avenue, it's something we can look into. I'd also be interested. My stopgap last ditch effort idea would be, okay, well, if reborn, we can't make them reborns. What about Dampiers? It's not the best answer because the hunger is still there, and obviously the point of curing vampirism is to take that hunger away. However, it would return the mortality, and it would lessen the hunger by a substantial degree. And I believe Yana eats animal hearts, I think, most of the time.
Most of the time, yes.
So it wouldn't be a perfect answer, but it would be, better than needing humanoid blood. But again, I'd say I don't necessarily want to pursue that as our answer until we have exhausted all other avenues. If that makes sense.
I mean, we might as well do the battery of tests, trying every permutation.
For sure. I just
And
love...
she grabs a vial and takes some of her blood. Might as well do a trial.
Yeah. I was thinking, because it's just been something that I've thought of ever since really joining the thing, joining the party, because I was curious to see if my blood would affect other undead who are immune to necrosis, because I am not. It is kind of part of the... I don't know if you have seen me use my modified blight spell, but it is where I got the basis for that. So I was thinking, I was like, well, if that is the case, how would it work to, what else can be done? I still feel like I am missing something. This is good, but it is not... There's still, like, pieces missing. I definitely think we can make this better.
Very well. Yes, let's run these other tests and just, if they have further insight. She
follow.
Yeah, steps in with you, preparing this with Gawain's blood, Yana's blood, her blood. Any others?
I mean, we could throw Ned's blood in there if we wanted to, but I don't see why it would be any different than Ivor's.
Yeah, no, I was offering the power of my staff to do something, not my blood. I'm just a sorcerer. My staff is the order-based thing.
Yeah.
He was offering his staff, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, not the blood in the staff.
Maybe I'll offer it to Leo later too, but we'll see.
Ooh. Right now he's invisible. He's gonna sort of just stare at you while you don't know. See invisibility. There he is. But you guys prepare these and administer the tests with, Gawain's blood, Yana's blood, and Ludmilla's blood. Gawain's blood actually functions remarkably similar to Ivor's. No meaningful difference.
Okay.
Yana's blood is the most promising yet. There is the highest, or the warmest flush, accompanied with the longest duration. Until you go to check on the ones with Ludmilla's blood. And those results are even more promising still.
Okay.
Warmer,
Oh, no.
longer,
No.
and she's unsure what's going on.
Fuck.
That's bad. That's real bad.
Can
Yeah,
I?
Wayne, I think we're thinking about the same thing. Fuck.
She's a vampire, right? She's been turned?
I don't understand these readings. What is... I have used my blood as a reagent before, but not in the cure that we are pursuing. I do not understand why does my blood provide the greatest... It seems to have the most impact so far. Everybody knows where this is going.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Uh-huh.
ah.
I'm just processing how the fuck we're gonna try to do it.
Those
I mean,
watching, we'll
I know
get
someone
there.
who's close. I know someone who has the closest ability to do it, and they're right there with you.
Yeah. I think your blood works the best because Strahd has given you the most power. He is the vampire lord that turned you all, right?
Strahd has turned me. Anastasia turned Escher. Escher sired Yana. That is the only correlation I can see. I think you are correct. So do we need Strahd's blood?
It would appear so.
And she just sort of like stares off into space defeatedly. Of course we do.
Do
What's the best medicine on this bitch?
does he rest?
No. Not while he is. He sleeps and he wakes. He does not do both. He will sleep for hundreds of years and he will remain awake for but a few.
Med offer an idea to risk from the ether.
For sure.
Ludmilla's is his quote-unquote wife. I know we're opposed to straight sex,
Amazing.
but
Pretty
if
much
she
always.
seduces him and they get into a little rough play, you know, during the act, as some couples do, I don't know their kinks. Maybe they get into it, or she's like, you know what, I want to try. If he's not into that stuff, whatever. She gets blood from the play there, and then we're good. Maybe a little like love bite. Maybe they get into whips. I don't know the details because I don't know their kinks. I'm just saying, sex play can lead to getting the blood if she can be convinced to flirt with him and if he accepts.
Let's roll for
Um,
kink.
Right. So, she can get all the bardic inspiration she needs to make that persuasion check. That is a thought. Will sex save us? Maybe. Let's find out.
I'm so tempted to just actually run with that. That's so funny. I love it so much.
How sneakily do we think Ludmilla could place an IV?
I kind of feel like the sex is easier than the because at
So-
least I would if he is aware that he's bleeding, it will be more normalized to him as opposed to him being like, why the fuck are you drawing blood for me,
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
Riss will look at Ludmilla and ask, how much blood do you think we need?
At least, and she gestures to the samples, enough for one of everything, for everyone.
Oh, how much is that?
We could do a small
like
scale, one blood, yeah. We could do a small trial run, but if we were to cure anyone of meaningful imports or any meaningful amounts, we would need obviously a much larger dosage.
How I don't want to know any details. How intimate is he with you and the other brides?
Not.
Okay.
He wakes up and it is... When he sleeps between his cycles, he has told me that he dreams of his past lives. He relives each over again. And he awakes infatuated with Tatiana like the day he saw her for the first time. We are nothing in his sight.
Right.
That does not mean they cannot attempt to seduce, just saying.
By definition, that's when you seduce, when somebody's not necessarily interested at first.
Yeah, that's fair.
However, I have only seen him bleed when he is fighting the outsiders.
Can I try something that I've been
Of course.
playing around with? I'm gonna try to bloodbend her blood. Real quick.
Okay.
Just a little bit. This will be the first time I've tried to control someone else's blood.
Oh yes, let's try on Ludmilla. Hi. What are we gonna call this?
There's a reason that I'm doing it.
That's not true. You've bloodbend my blood before, like literally today when I fed Leo.
I mean,
I guess. Well, this is like against their will, full control, like
Oh.
This
not
is more
necessarily
than,
controlling the person, but like
more blood bending than shape blood.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Give me
Like this is closer to true blood bending than we've gotten, and like I said, I don't want to ever like necessarily take it where I have control of like a person's body, like Katara does in like those episodes, but I have a thought, I have a plan, but it is so risky.
Give
Thing
me.
it's in your name.
Sure is. We're gonna call this a intelligence sleight of hand. So just a flat intelligence for you because you don't have proficiency in sleight of hand.
Yay.
This would be at disadvantage.
A disadvantage. Oh boy.
Can I give the help action and make it normal?
Not for this one.
Can my
Unfortunately.
familiar help?
No.
Do they still have that
No,
bardic?
damn.
Or did it end up using that
No,
bardic?
no,
No,
it's
that would've
definitely
ended.
been. And I
More
used
than an
it.
hour.
I used it. I did use it. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely gonna use one of my D6s. Let me actually make sure I have one left. Features and traits. I do. Alright, let me add that. And I'm adding 5 to this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I rolled good. So that is a 23.
23.
So I got a 15
It's
on the
hard.
dot.
Very nice.
And I got a 3 on the D6.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. It's hard to find something to grasp onto because she is undead. The blood in her veins.
This is why I'm
Is-
trying on Ludmilla. If
You're
you can
struggling
pick up
to-
what I'm putting
yeah.
down.
It's a struggle to find something to grab onto, but you do. And she, what move? Like when you have some sort of control, what are you doing? Anything in
I'm more,
particular?
Like, I'm assuming that she still has the wound that she used earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to, basically what I do is I just try to draw a little bit.
That would have healed, actually.
Oh, okay. Dang. Could I have...
Unless you wanted to hit her with radiant damage and turn off her regen.
Oh, no. No. The only... Oh, I guess I have Sacred Flame. But... No, I would... Can I...
Guard. That's great. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can I... Would you allow me to, like, essentially make a wound? And, like, as I essentially draw her blood out of her?
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So I just make, like, a small, like, just a little thing. And I just, like, only enough to know that I have control of it and I can do it. Like, I don't try to cause pain. I don't try to... Like, I'm just, like, is this a possibility?
While not your goal, it surely is. Oh, that's fun. It thinks you're raising your hand.
Why did you get that?
I don't
still
know.
can't do it.
I don't understand why it doesn't do it for you.
It's
That's
because
very funny.
I always have my hand at my mouth.
Um,
Like, I'm always, like, covering... Yeah.
the
I wonder if it's because I don't have, like, the green screen on.
well, mine
It worked
works.
fine.
Maybe if you hold
Oh,
it.
maybe.
Nah.
This is so funny. I don't understand it.
I wonder if it's because... I
Speed
wonder
us as I do
because,
that.
like, in case you use your hand, like, blending into your background, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
damn, it's the skin color again. Okay.
I was gonna say I choose to believe that Zoom is racist.
Let's test that theory.
How about but you reach out and grasp a hold and draw it from her body, creating a wound. It erupts from anywhere in particular?
Probably, like, her forearm, like, you know.
Out of her eye. Got it. Just more or less in a very similar spot, a very close spot to where she sliced herself. The skin just splits, and what are you doing?
I, like, would stop. I, like, at that point, it's like...
And it seals itself back up. Care to explain?
I think I can do that to Strud. I need... Or is this just gonna, like, sit down? It
Do you
wasn't...
have... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no.
Mechanically, do you have how do your like rerolls work when you reroll damage and stuff? Do you have like blood mage dice, or is it just you do damage to yourself and this
I do
happens?
damage to myself equal to the level of spell that I have cast. I cannot
Ah,
do this on cantrips.
okay.
And then I can't reduce the damage in any way. It just I do that damage to myself. And then I can re-roll dice up to my intelligence modifier, I believe.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes, yes, my intelligence modifier. Damage
Um,
dice done yeah.
Go ahead and equal to the spell's level. We'll just
Hold on.
do. We'll do a D. This does do a little bit of damage. Mechanically, it's not going to matter since you guys are going to rest. I have to figure out how I want to adjudicate that. But this does sort of a very similar thing to the way you manipulate your spell. This also like recoils on you a little bit.
Okay. 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 So because if I can do that while we fight him, but I do it because I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to just prove that I could do it because I didn't know with like undead blood and things. But if I can do that to Strahd at like, you know, a much higher scale.
Tell me next time you do something like that. Or preferably before.
Understandable. I mean, I don't plan on doing it again.
Good. But a good idea, nonetheless.
Give it to me straight. If we tried to set up a stage A fight with Strahd, do you think we could do enough damage that he would run away?
Did you guys tell her about the Fanes?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Yes.
I got mixed answers. I'm not sure.
Because we took her into the rope trick. Because that's when she warned us about the attack
Yeah,
on
yeah, so she does
Blackie.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was like, assume anything I know, Strahd knows, kind of thing. Like, I'm not telling him, but he knows things.
You are not the first to discover his tie to the Fanes. I have only seen him fought to a standstill after they have begun to be purified. They're the source of his vitality, his arcana, and his ability. Only once you begin to strip him of those things do you bring him to your level.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
When we had the conversation with the druids both times for the persuasion checks, that would have been in a rope trick.
Okay, understood.
So, oh wait, I'm not there. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. We have time. We can plan. My
He also does not bleed until his heart is depleted.
yeah. So this is not an answer for the attack on Vallaki, because that will happen before we are able to do this. There just there isn't a way. But we can plan for when we are able to. I can make sure everyone is aware. I can practice. I can push this to see how far I can take it. This ability spell. I don't know. My blood powers my magic, so I don't quite.
Very well.
Would it?
You see a look of realization. It took her way too long to figure out what you were trying to do. But she now understands.
Oh wait, she didn't get.
I DM just got it.
Because if I can take his blood, then
Can't wait to watch the mod or watch the VOD on this and see how long it actually took Steven to fucking like the delay on that fuse. You know?
We're talking like feet of fuse. It was a minute, bro. Oh boy. Okay.
Also, Riss, something you would know, just because this is something Riss would know. The amulet or the holy symbol of Ravenkind, it has an ability called Hold Vampires, where you can they like any vampires within 30 feet have to make a wisdom save or be paralyzed. Could you like use that to like as like a comparison to like help yourself somehow? I just know I have like a similar-ish ability.
I don't know. I don't know if that would specifically be useful.
All right.
That would be to hold him down.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to pull the blood out of him,
This is more like I am making a new spell and it is an attack spell. Like that is what is happening here. What's after you looking at the notes from the other experiments, do we think the reborn or Dampier ideas hold any water?
I wouldn't know where to go with them. But again, I have not known where to go with a lot of this.
I don't want to give up because I have no idea what he is planning for Vallaki. And I do not just want to give up and say, "Oh, well, we can't get the thing we need, so I guess we just stop and wait." That doesn't feel even if it ends up turning several Vallaki citizens to reborn or or Zampiers. I feel like that would be better than just leaving them as vampire spawn to do whatever it is that he has planned for them.
This is certainly by no means impossible. It is just significantly more difficult than we had anticipated. And our timetable
But
has changed.
it is possible.
I am,
We've been,
shall we say, cautiously optimistic.
we have been believed that we have been attempting the impossible. So to have a optimistic course at all is good.
Agree. I very much agree. Very well. I'm expected back.
Of course. If you can... I have no idea if this would ever be able, if you would ever be able to, but if you have the opportunity to get even just a sample so we can test it.
She smiles and grimaces in the same face. If I can get my hands on it, I will absolutely spirit it to you.
Because at that point, even if it's just a single sample, we can, know. And if it doesn't work, then we can abandon this hopeless plan. But only if you are able. Do not risk yourself or...
I have no plans to.
But, if opportunity presents itself, then
If he snags his lip on a fang, of course, I will scoop that right up.
maybe fate will shine upon us for once.
Nothing shines in Barovia. You know this.
True.
Very well.
Why I'm so pale.
We shall see each other again soon. And she disappears. I love that. I love that video. You're alive.
Definitely not because of the whole dying and coming back multiple times thing. No, not that, because there's no sun.
There is a tap, tap, tap on your shoulder.
How much of that were you listening to?
I only got the very, very end of it. I wanted to see if I could see myself again. This is very disconcerting.
Oh, I'll drop the spell.
Thank you. And you are welcome to rejoin the rest of the group, and I assume long rest before heading out the next morning for the Fanes.
Do we
Yeah,
have...
I
do we
will
have any... Oh, sorry.
update the group when I return, and basically share the idea that when we fight them, Riss will almost entirely be focused on draining the man of his blood. And if we could have several vials / canteens ready for that endeavor, that Riss would be appreciative. Riss would be very appreciative of it.
So your plan is, once we consecrate the Fanes, pick a fight with Strahd, but before we're actually going to pick our last fight with Strahd, get in a fight with him, do enough damage to him to get some blood, and enough that he'll run away.
Not necessarily. I think at this point...
hope that he's not just going to come back.
No. I think, the final, when we fight him, I will be doing this on the side. I would have liked to do this. The goal was to get the cure done before the attack in Vallaki happened. But based on what Ludmilla has seen from previous cycles, the only time that he has ever gotten to the point where he was able to bleed was once he has been disconnected from the lands and the heart is depleted or destroyed. So I don't think that this will be a possibility to really put into practice until we have defeated Strahd. It will be a once he is gone, we will fix his mistakes kind of thing. Ludmilla and I are looking for a secondary answer for the Valakians that are currently affected to kind of to help potentially prevent whatever his plan is. But for now, I don't have an answer for that. And with this new discovery today, I don't know if I will have an answer for that. A potential cure for vampirism, at least for those Strahd has turned? Absolutely, yes.
Gotta say, definitely not my favorite answer to all this, but it
I
is
mean,
what
not
it is.
not mine either, but the man has taken several precautions to make sure that he does not bleed.
God, I hate when people make super long plans with several fail safes. Who does that?
And I know, right? Like, it's not like we have like a step by step.
What a loser.
Fucking coward.
How dare he have thought of fail possibilities?
DM, I have a question.
Go for it.
Just during this, because we left at like 2 o'clock. Do we have any time to like work on any projects during the rest of the day?
You guys, 2 o'clock. Had that conversation. Then went to the druids. An hour easily.
Okay, 1 hour.
Yeah, not a ton because of fairly. What you guys have been doing is fairly time consuming in terms of the amount of time you have left in the work day, effectively. But let's see, 3, 5. We'll do 2 hours.
2? Okay.
Yeah, anyone who is working on downtime activities may mark 2 hours toward whatever they would like.
Downtime. What's downtime?
Well, I mean,
think-
Yana's working on that thing, and so is Ivor.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Yeah,
I don't know if they
that's-
physically be together to work on it, or can they work on it separately?
Now you guys can work on it separately. I know it just happens to be something that both of you guys can work toward.
How much time would I have gotten while at the tower?
Well, at the tower, that is a very good point.
Yeah, I was gonna
2
say
o'clock.
that was.
You get another 4 hours.
Okay, so 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what I'm at right now.
You were at 40 hours. Duh.
Yeah.
Of course.
You've done so much.
You've done so much, so much work.
I in a different campaign, I created a custom ability skill, or excuse me, a custom skill, so I can roll for success. I also play a rogue, and I gave myself expertise, so I can never roll below a 10 on success. So I always get a 19 or higher.
I love that.
So my side eye will should work.
When I go to the group, I look at Gawain and I ask him how much lay on hands do you have left?
Yes.
Do you mind if I show something new that I learned that might hurt you a little bit?
Is it something you need to practice?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fine.
And then I show them Instead of like telling them what I figured out with them, I just show them that I assume it's easier because it's not undead blood.
Give me a intelligence check flat.
Oh boy, just an intelligence check.
Yeah. Another intelligence sleight of hand.
Nat 1, give me a fucking stroke.
I mean, it's a nat 20.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh.
it's I don't know if anyone has seen the clip from like one of those like The Boys Next Generation or whatever trailer where the girl has like blood
Gen
powers.
V.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's the one. It's very much just like blooms out. Gawain, it's a very strange sensation. It's painful, but not like excruciatingly so. It's equal parts pain and like unsettling, as there's like you feel the pressure pulling out of your veins, and it's like, I don't like how it feels. My veins are collapsing. What? No, I don't. There's suction there.
Riss also starts freaking out because they took way more than they were expecting to. They're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, for sure. It's like, can I put it back? And like, what do I do with it now?
You know what?
I think remember where you came from, so help me.
You know what? No,
Shoving it back in.
I think on a nat 20, I should make a con save to see if I pass out or not, just because that's probably a lot of blood.
Oh,
I'm gonna give
God.
myself disadvantage.
Okay.
Like, I was like, nat 1, and I was just like,
Can I cancel out that disadvantage?
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna restore balance as soon as I see I'm starting to pass out. So you
Okay.
roll it flat.
This is the palest you've ever seen Gawain.
like, this is the hellest you've ever seen Riss.
Oh, by the way, I had a thought while I was driving home the other day from work. Whenever Gawain blushes, his cheeks become rose gold instead of brass.
Big fan.
Anyways, sorry. All right. That's a 14.
You
I don't think that
stumbled
makes
to a
it.
chair.
I never get to use restore balance, so I just took my chance.
You stumble into a chair, and it's you're in and out.
like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. I'm just.
I think you just hear me go like take a couple of like not frantic but like uneven steps. It's just just onto a table.
Caesar's just like standing there. Do you need assistance?
As soon as I said it, I immediately also like stopped pulling out the blood, but now I was just like, I have it. I'm just like, what do I do?
Put
with
it back, put it back, put it back.
like, I try to put it back. I was like, I don't know if I can do that.
It's okay.
I will check for a pulse.
I'm
Do you have a
fine.
pulse?
Yeah, he still has a pulse. He is sweating bullets.
I'll use
Could I
shape water to remove the
your lay on
sweat
hands,
and cool them
please.
off.
Please use your lay on hands. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh my gosh.
Gawain's gonna woozle. It's fine. It's fine. And tries to get up. And as he gets up, he puts a hand on his knee to like raise himself, and uses some light on hands to like stabilize his body.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very, very neat trick. Not so much next time.
I didn't. I'm so sorry. I only got like a little bit from Ludmilla. I don't.
There was also still an orb of blood just floating in the air.
I'm just gonna pull out like a canteen and just put it in the canteen and just like close the lid. It's like, okay, I'll bring that to Leo later.
I was gonna say, please don't waste that. Hate when food gets wasted. Okay. Sweet. So I am now, what's that? 5 hours into my Druid Initiate feat.
Ooh, very nice. All right. Well, is there anything that we want to do before Effectively, next session, I'm thinking we hit the ground running toward one of the Fanes or toward. I don't know if you guys are doing another chapter in the Tome.
If we.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say if we could do a chapter, we should do a chapter.
How many do we have left?
I think we have
many.
Two or three.
11 and 12.
And 12
That's right.
includes the epilogue?
The epilogue is not much. It's just a couple of lines. So the epilogue is not a.
Is it part of 12 or is it going to be a separate night?
I'm sorry?
Is that part of 12 or is it going to be like a separate? Okay.
No, part
so
of 12.
it's 3 things we have to do.
Khmer wrist.
I think he's saying it's just the 13 is so small it doesn't really count.
Yeah, so it's
thing.
11 and 12. We have 2 more.
11 and 12, yes. And the epilogue will come at the end of 12.
Got it. And then so that's what else. Yeah. So then my other my other statement is we already asked people if they could help. We have to tell them, hey, we're doing this today. So we haven't the druids are gonna help us. We need to tell them, hey, we're doing this either tomorrow or the next day, as well as the keepers of the Fang and everyone else.
Which, unless you guys want to role play out, it really isn't gonna be much more than okay. I will give me 20 minutes and I'll be ready to go. A good to remember to be sure.
And if I'd known that we were planning to do it this way, I would have told Ludmilla that we were planning to hit the first Fang tomorrow. So it's like yeah, it moves the timetable. It's not what we were hoping for, but we are. In reality, it won't actually be that long. Hopefully. Did we want to get it done before the final fight with Strahd? Obviously.
Very, very well. All right. So, my understanding, you guys can long rest. As nothing will happen this long rest in Vallaki. Top of next session will open with a chapter in the Tome. And excuse me. Then once that is completed, we are well on our way toward the first Fane. Whichever one that happens to be.
Or actually,
in the research, they have always been listed Forest, Swamp, Mountain. That is always it stuck out to you guys that is the order that they are always listed in. I don't remember if this is actually what happened in the Tome or not, but retcon in the Tome, that is also the order in which he desecrated them. Forest first, Swamp second, Mountain third.
And the forest is
the
right
windmill.
next to Vallaki. Right next to Vallaki.
It's
It is
at
not
the
far.
windmill. You said forest, swamp. Yeah. So swamp would be Perez, and then mountain would be Yesterhill.
Yeah.
Yes.
And from all of it, said to be standing with her bow, a glint in her eye as she anticipates and looks forward to the advent of battle. So this will definitely be more of a battle thing because the other ones may not be. So we should be prepared to fight.
Okay. Were we back in Vallaki at the very end, to end the day and everything? If it's possible, I just wanted to go run a quick errand I just wanted to commission something for Alice, but I'll just message you about it later.
That's fine. Not a worry.
Several things, actually, because Leo needs clothes, for fuck's sake.
He sure does. Where is
fine.
Leo still at the tower?
Leo stayed at the tower.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up and call it an evening. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed that very much. And I'm also very excited that we shall I say, I'm excited at the prospects that we are moving toward, because I absolutely am. I mean, Strahd absolutely is trying to distract you guys from anything meaningful progress. The longer you're here, the longer you can play. So, here we go. time for the big guns. But that is for next week. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride just as much as I appreciate those of you who are watching, both live and on the VODs. As I say at the top of every session and the end of every session every week, you guys really do mean the world to me, knowing that there are people who are out there who are enjoying our silly little content. I do my best, but it's also validating to know you guys are out there and enjoying yourselves, hopefully. Ah, boy. But we will go ahead and call it there for the evening. Thank you very much for joining us. And always remember, you are the legend beyond the dragon's tail. Good night, everybody.